Okay, that was weird. It was the first time it ever said, this Hangout has failed to go live. Said that like 4 times. But anyway, quit your job and slack off. Praise Bob. Ay, 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 ay. Earth is flat. Fuck Eminem and fuck Donald Trump. They are both puppets. You would have to be fucking retarded not to see it. Eminem got Felix says Eminem got a BJ from Donald, so it's okay. They're bros now. It's true. That is true. Felix is not joking. Fuck Eminem's cock. THC Anthony, what up, pancake tits? Yo, hope for truth. What up, peep? What the fuck? What's going on here? Is this live? Hold on. Let me see if this is live. Yeah, it's still live. Let me take a little bit of a morning remedy. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done giving my energy to these globe zombies. There's globe zombies everywhere. If you support Earth discussions, if you support Earth discussions, the globing live stream, well, you're pathetic. You're not there. You're sick. You're mentally deranged. If you follow and support, Pete Shea, you're mentally ill. You're not right there. It's so funny seeing certain people support other people. Like you support Earth discussions. You support Pete Shea. You're fake flat earther and a very mentally deranged person. Good God. Holy shit. Like, you you support trolls. Watch, the trolls will come in here soon. As soon as I start talking about them, they come in. If you vote, if you support voting, I don't like you. I don't respect you. I think you're fucking pathetic and stupid. If you blame Donald Trump for your life's problems, I think you're fucking stupid and should go kill yourself. I think if everybody on the plane who hated Donald Trump and blamed Donald Trump for their problems, and every person who voted all died instantly, the world would be much better place instantly. I don't even know what books to read anymore. I'm reading this book, Osho, Meditation, The Art of Ecstasy, Osho, Zen, The Path of Paradox, Robert Anton Wilson. I've been on this one for fucking so long. The New Inquisition. It's a lot. I mean, I'm even reading some New Age bullshit by Jerry and Esther Hicks. The channelers that channel Abraham, the extraterrestrial voice, or the mental illness that comes out of a woman's mouth, and as she pretends to channel aliens from Sirius. These are mentally ill people. Let's see here. You get no pussy at all. Sunny Crackbeats says, I can call up a psychiatrist and tell her to eat my asshole, and she'd be like, I'll be right over. But I don't fuck globehead women, okay? Like you have to pay for your sex. You have to pay prostitutes to have sex with you. I don't have to, I've never paid for sex in my life. I'm not obsessed with sex. I don't fuck globe heads. I'm not an unconscious being who just wants to stick his dick in anything. That's how pathetic you are, Sonny, okay? Now I'm going to put you in timeout so you can think about what you said. Think about what you said, stupid, and then come back to me with something better. Okay? You have 300 seconds to think of something better to troll me with. You're the type of person that needs to kill themselves. Dude, that fucking Eminem rap was pathetic. That's not even a rap. He's just talking about. He's literally reading off a script. You think Eminem made that up? Oh shit! Totally political agenda. Oh wow, you're such a rebel and a revolutionary outcast blazer, Eminem. You're totally such an original. You're making fun of the president. Wow, man. Dude, you're such a fucking rebel, bro. Fucking loser, Eminem. Fucking losers. Surrounded by losers who are afraid to be. You're afraid you're going to get outshined, that I'm going to compete with you. That's a part of the game. I pretend that I'm a competitor, that I'm competing with people, when in reality I'm very cooperative. I like to cooperate. I'm a co-operator, co-manifester. Dude looks like he fucking painted his fucking beard on there. He doesn't. He can't even grow a fucking beard. He's got to fucking paint a beard on there. It looks like a black dude who fucking is going bald and uses a permanent marker to fill in the fucking top of his head. Yeah, THC Anthony, you're right about that. Like when I here's the thing. Here's the difference between my Hangout chat room and the other Hangout chat rooms. I'm not a scared little bitch, and I'll talk to you in the chat room. I'll even not ban the trolls, and I'll give them a second chance, like I did that stupid fucking piece of shit. If I go in your chat room and you don't say hello, or you don't say hi to me, or at least you don't greet me, every time I go into Bro Sanchez's chat room, people say hi to me. Every time I go into You've Been Exposed chat room, people say hi to me. Every time I go into ODD's chat room, people say hi to me. Hell, even when I go into Nathan Oakley's chat room, he'll fucking say hi to me now. There's only a very few amount of hangouts that are afraid of the subgenius. I know, you're afraid of the blood over intent, and you're afraid of the Church of the Subgenius, and you're afraid of Bob. I know. That's because you're ignorant. You're nescient or ignorant, or just full of fear and conspiratarded. That's why I did it, because I don't want you near me. I don't want fake, fearful, voting, anti. Trump is the president. So pathetic. Holy shit. Don Vagabond is asking a question that I get every fucking day of my life. What does the establishment have to gain by hiding the shape of the planet? Don, you're asking that question to me, someone who's been a flat earther since officially 2014. I've heard that question every fucking day. Flat Earth reject. Not this fool again. Let me guess. You're a part of the Earth discussions? Let me guess. What do they have about hiding the shape of the planet? They keep you fucking stupid, man. They keep you in a state of stupidity where you don't, if you don't care about what you're standing on, like you don't care what you're standing on. You don't care where you are in space. You don't care where you are. If you don't give a fuck about what you're standing on or where you are, that's the problem. That's the whole point. That's where you've been placed. You've been placed in that ball, not the box. You've been trapped in your ball prison. You think that and you stay there and you don't go out of the ball. Don't think outside the ball. Bill Hicks Jr., you're not my friend. You're a fucking troll. And I'm going to ban you again. Bye-bye. Blocked. Earth is flat. I didn't watch the Eminem thing yet. I could tell it would piss me off. I was listening to it. I'm like, is this the new Slim Shady? Is this the new Eminem rap? This is pathetic. It's so pathetic. Oh, you're dropping a new album soon? It's probably going to be just as shit as your old albums when you were popping pills, depressed. Oh, I'm going to sing about popping pills now. I live in Mushroom Mountain and doing something fucking motherfucking popping these purple pills. Eminem, Master Mason. I don't think so. I was disappointed too, Subdan. What's up, Madam Medusa, Daniel, Michael O'Connor, Sunny Crackbeats, Bay Flat, Candor. Hey, Dan the Man, long live Bob or not, your choice. See how the difference is? You come into my chat room and I'll address you and I'll greet you. I mean, eventually if the chat room gets a little too crazy, I'm going to have to slow it down. I've already had to slow it down once. No one is going to replace Idea. Dude, I almost want to give you a fucking... Hey, Night Angel, easy with the banning here. I understand that Sunny Crackbeats is a fucking troll, but give the trolls a chance. Just unban them. Unban Sunny Crackbeats and just time them out. Just time out all the trolls until they get really violent and destructive. And then make fun of them real quick and then ban them, okay? Dan was my friend. No. Never was your friend, Bill Hicks Jr. And I'm blocking your billionth sock account. What's up, Night Angel? What's up, Charlotte? Don Vagabond. No other explanation for a flat Earth other than us being an experiment with a creator observer. Yeah, we are living in a super Truman show. What's up, Charlotte? I am not here to make friends. I'm here to share and listen to truth without someone lying, deceiving you, or blow wind up your asshole. I'm here to share with you and hope. Is that Sunny Crack from Revere Radio? P. Mars Jr. is back in the house. Go in corner, trolls. I got you. You're all good, Night Angel. I'm just letting you know. What's up? Oh, what's up, Eric, the psychoactivist? I'll give you a fucking give you a wrench. You have a wrench now, Eric. I'm raising a family and trolling this dork. What? Like, what? This is what they have to say. I'm raising a family and trolling this dork. Hey, by the way, if you're all the people watching this, the 20 people, go next to the bell. There's a bell below the Hangout description, or right to the right of it where it says share, and click the bell. Click on the bell so you can get the notifications to my new videos that are coming out. Like and subscribe if you already haven't, and share this video on Twitter or YouTube or your Facebook or whatever. I would really appreciate that. So we have 3 likes and 7 dislikes because the title of this is called Fuck Eminem. If you vote, kill yourself. Sunny Crackbeats, they have no problem finding the dislike button. And I have no cares or worries if everyone presses the like button. It doesn't mean anything to me. Or the dislike button. If everyone clicks the dislike button, I don't give a fuck. It's like IPS. Thumbs up or thumbs down, beaks up. I don't give a fuck if you put the thumbs down button. You're a fucking bunch of trolls. The whole point of this hangout is to aggravate the trolls. See, like this for instance, if you support Earth Discussions hangout, you're a fucking you're a puppet slave with no spirit, soul, or brain. Your spirit and your brain and your soul have been taken away from you. You've now been lobotomized. You're a lobotomized globe zombie fake person. You're not even a real human. You're a fictional advertisement who is spouting globalist gibberish that helps the system. You're an order-following slave. To the people in the chat room, anytime any Bill Hicks Jr. Sock account comes up, just ban him immediately. In Soviet Russia, Earth flattens you. In Soviet Russia, flat Earth videos sub you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I voted. Wait, what did this person say? I voted Gary Johnson, Libertarian. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Carl, but voting doesn't do anything at all. What's up, Brandon Esteban? Flat Earth Reject says Earth Discussion are homos. Yes, they are. Cindy Pritchard says I support Flat Earth Court ESA. Well, if you support Flat Earth Court ESA, then you're a stupid person. Okay. Flat Earth Court ESA is another fake flat earther. Called that out since the very beginning. Pussies are. Who's afraid to talk to me? Who's afraid to talk to me? Jarianism is a little afraid to talk to me. He doesn't like to talk to me too much. Jarianism's a little afraid of the subgenius. Who else? Mark Sargent's a little bit afraid of the subgenius. He only likes to mirror my videos. He won't talk to me too much, though. Patricia Steer stopped talking to me a while back and unfriended me because I'm still friends with Antonio Subarats. Oh, well. Too bad. Oh, well. Oh, well. Sun and Moon Group don't like to talk to me too much because I did Blood Over Intent, and I'm a subgenius, so they're scared of me. Sun and Moon Group would rather talk to Pete Shea. That's a really good show. Sun and Moon Group. Have Pete Shea on your panel. That's an enlightening conversation. Duh. Who else is afraid to talk to me? Huh? You afraid to talk to me? Because you're afraid I'm going to fucking gore your bowl? I'm reading some comments here. 25 people watching. I want to get this to close to 50 people. That would be dope. I'm going to take a bong rip in about 5 minutes. If this gets to over 30 views in the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to go take a bong rip, take a shot, and then, so let's see here. Trump only appeals to misogynists and pedophiles, people who are too afraid to admit that. Yes, Don Vagabond is correct. I've met the woman, feminine goddess that controls the universe. I struck a deal with her. I promised her that I wouldn't look at her directly, because she said to me when I was tripping on DMT, she said, "Don't turn around and look at me. Don't do it." And I was making deals with interdimensional beings. And then I broke my promise, and I looked and I seen that I was being held by a feminine shadow that encompasses all the goddess feminine entity that was holding me up, and I was swimming in the ocean that is her. And she was happy that I broke the deal, and I turned around and looked at her. She said, "Yeah, that's the type of attitude I want. Don't make deals with fucking people and make promises with things that you don't know what's going on. Break your deals. Break your fucking promises. Don't feel guilty or worried about the consequences. Actions have consequences, though. Remember that." No one's flower. Well, Falkenbach, what you just pronounced is absolute truth. Well, thank you, no one's flower. What's up, Nora? Hey, Fiona. I don't vote. Voting is for sheep, Brandon Esteban says. Trump is the greatest troll I've ever seen. That's because Donald Trump isn't Donald Trump. He's actually Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman faked his death, and he became the character Donald Trump. Either that or John Candy faked his death, and now John Candy is Donald Trump. Look into it. It's a hot conspiracy. Well, since there's only 25 people watching here, I will not be taking a bong rip. So thank you for not allowing me to take a bong rip. If I get over 30 viewers here in the next couple of minutes, I'll take a fucking bong rip. Good to hear you don't support Flat Earth Court. No, I don't support fake flat earthers. I don't support them. Really don't give a fuck if a celebrity talks shit about Trump, just waiting for one celeb to say anything dissenting about a Democratic president once. Long live lifelong non-voter. Bay Flat, I salute you. They really live in a bubble, those pretentious LA cunt muscles. I love your attitude, Dan. You have got fire in your belly. Thank you, Madam Medusa. What is voting? Does anyone get stoned to death? Who wants my rock vote? Space Hicks. Earth is flat. If voting did anything, they wouldn't allow us. If voting did anything, they wouldn't let us do it. Hey, they're fucking scared for you. They're fucking scared for you are I'm an uncontrollable spirit that is free of all bullshit. I see. Good point, THC. That's a very good point. You see I want to control this guy. Can't control me. I choose to disagree, but I will keep voting third party. Well, here's your psychology, Carl Steinbeck. You think that you're like fucking the system over because you're voting for the third party? Oh, I'm gonna prevent Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton from becoming president by voting for Gary Johnson. I'm such a rebel. You see how stupid that is? I'm sorry. I have no mercy for this shit anymore. I'm such a rebel. I vote for Ron Paul or Bernie Sanders or Gary Johnson or The Rock. I vote for George Clooney. If you vote, you're a part of the problem. If you blame Donald Trump for your life, you're a part of the problem. You're the problem. You're brainwashed if that's the case. Oh, that could have been. You're right. That was Connie. I did meet Connie. You be free and you be you. And if you go with truth in your heart, in any words that come out of your mouth is unpredictable, and that scares a lot of people. Ah, that's true. Just take a bong rip. Nope. If I only got 17 people watching, already down 10 views. Ooh, guess I'll have to take a shot. One shot left. What's up, Elevate Your Mind? Eric, the psychoactivist, says voting is consent for them to do to us what they have always done. Flat Earth vegan slut. I don't have many friends, for I will call out your wife or girlfriend in front of your man that you're fucking a dude. A lot of people are scared of straight up truth, no fucking filters. That's why I love you, THC Anthony. A good tip, Brandon says, train yourself to write with your left hand. Ooh, it fast tracks you to break the conditioning. That's a very good tip, Brandon, which is why I'm going to switch the mouse in my right hand to my left hand right now. I do that sometimes and it's fucking annoying, but it does help to fast track break the conditioning because you're doing the opposite. I'm going to go a little bit slower. Posted link to League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers. Hey, thank you, Felix. I appreciate that. What's up, Bearwolf David? Eric the Psychoactivist says black magic works best with the victim's own consent, and they'll get it through their own ignorance. This is the principle that predictive programming works from. Thank you for posting this link in the League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers, which is my group on Facebook. And Felix, could you do me a favor and could you link the League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers in this chat room? That would be cool. I'm not allowed to post in any groups this week until the 14th because I'm semi-banned on Facebook for bullying and harassing, for telling the truth about the Las Vegas PSYOP, false flag. Let's see here. This scumbag has a corded mouse. Hey, Don Vagabond, are you going to make up your mind? It seems like one sentence you're agreeing with me and supportive with me, and then the next sentence you go, this scumbag has a corded mouse? And you're going to get a timeout now, and you're going to have to think about what you said. You stupid, fake, flat earther piece of shit. Okay? You're in timeout now. Now I'm just going to infiltrate everything and everyone. I've already infiltrated the scientific and comedy community. Joe Rogan knows who I am. Alex Jones follows me on Facebook. A lot of other famous D and C list comedians follow me on Instagram and Twitter. friends with. I'm not gonna sit here and name drop. So let's see here. I'm gonna take this final shot here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Fuck Eminem. If you blame Donald Trump for your life's problems, you're a part of the system's. You're a cancer that spreads, that helps spread the system's cancer. So let's see here. What do you guys? Here, I got an idea. I'm gonna take this last shot here, and I'm gonna shuffle these cards. I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to do a card reading. Press 23 if you would like a card reading. And only if you're serious about it. Only if you're serious. Otherwise, stay the fuck away. See, if when I go talk to Santos Bonacci, he'll respond to me and he'll talk to me. Even though I'm a meat eater, he respects me. Isn't that something? Santos Bonacci hates carcass crunchers, but he talks to me and respects me because he sees the golden potential that I am. And that's why I'm going to have a nice talk with Santos Bonacci. I would like to talk about meat eating versus veganism. I'd love to break that down with him. We would really trigger some people with that. Also, on one of my next hangouts, maybe Hangout 77, will be Hangout 77, the League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers, since I'm banned from posting in my own group at the moment until a couple more days or a few more days. And then do Hangout 78, the Church of the Subgenius. And I can go and explain that more, because I'm going to be talking with the co-founders of the Church of the Subgenius, Philo Drummond, Ivan Stang, Dr. Hal, and many others. And I'm going to be interviewing the leaders and co-founders of the Church of the Subgenius. And I'm going to get them all flatten them out real quickly. I have people that I look up to, like Bill Donahue, a Bible scholar, of Christ consciousness scholar. I got him tuning into my live feeds on Facebook. I wonder why all these people that I revered and looked up to in my life suddenly follow me. Bill Donahue, Santos Bonacci, Alex Jones. Hell, I used to look up to Neil deGrasse Tyson and Joe Rogan. And now I'm holding a crusade against them. And I'm going to crucify them. And they are my forever enemy until my death. Yes, Eric, the psychoactivist. Mr. Donahue did answer my questions. Unfortunately, he answered them in a very typical globalistic, globetrotter, globe zombie way. And he said, "Sorry, Dan." He said, "I really appreciate your feedback and your compliments and your nice words about me. I really appreciate that," Bill Donahue said to me. But he said, "I've been around the world and I've worked hand in hand with the other government space agencies, the Russian governments and European governments." So Bill Donahue's went to their observatories and their museums, and he was co-opted. And since he looked through the telescopes, their high-tech telescopes that require 5 to 10 minutes of building a little simulation for you till you can see it, he's already seen the galaxies in space and outer space, and you know, it's space travel's real because he's looked through the telescopes. And so Bill Donahue told me that he personally couldn't work with me. What a shame. What a fucking shame. Well, I'll keep trying. I don't want you to die with other men's thoughts rummaging through your head, Bill Donahue. You're getting up there in age. Be a shame for you to die with other men's theories floating through your head. So let's see here. Bay Flat, I'm going to give you a reading. Madame Medusa. What's up, Fury's Rule? Felix, I'll give you a reading. I know. Hey, dude, yo, Eric the psychoactivist, I fucking appreciate you. You did tag me in that thread. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, no, no. And that's bullshit that you tagged me in that thread and Bill answered that other guy. Bill answered another man that he was answering him like he thought that he made the video when I was the one who made the video. And TAC Anthony says 23. I'm going to group you all up. I used to think Joe Rogan was a funny comedian 10 years ago. So here goes. Felix, Madame Medusa, Bay Flat, and THC Anthony. I've been shuffling this for a solid nearly 5 minutes now. You know what? I'm going to take a bong rip real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a bong rip really quickly. So could you guys hold on while I take a bong rip? I couldn't get to 30 viewers because it's just too controversial of a topic. I can only get to like 27. I can't reach the 30 barrier. So I'm going to go take a bong rip, and I'll be right back to give you guys a card reading. Is that okay? Okay, thanks. Things get a little easier once you understand. Things get a little easier once you understand. Okay, here goes. A little more shuffly. Okay, one of these days I'll get over 100 viewers. You know I will. I will get over 100 live viewers. That's for damn sure. I think the closest I ever got was like close to 90. I think I got like 87 before. It's funny how like the viewers fluctuate. It all depends on the title. Like if you put a title up, like this title, for instance, fuck Eminem, Trump is a legend, if you vote, kill yourself. It will gather at least 15 to 30 viewers. But just by the mere fact that I'm making fun of Eminem, I'm supporting Donald Trump, and I'm telling people that if they voted to kill themselves, by default, will lose a lot of viewers. You have to understand. It's very understand the analytics of things. Very simple. Let's see here. Thank you, Felix. Appreciate that. So here goes. All the people who stayed for the card reading, you're gonna get. I'm gonna read three. I'm gonna pick 3 cards. Okay. You know what? I'll do this. I'm gonna pick 4. I'm gonna pick fucking 4 cards for you. And we're gonna call this a quickie, okay? We're gonna do a quickie together, you and I. And what the quickie is I'm gonna pick 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and then 4 cards. And this quickie, this spread, offers a quick look at your relating with the other. Whether the other is your boss, lover, friend, sister, parent, etc. So the very first, yes, it is a group reading. So the number 1 card, the first card that I pick to the people listening and participating with me is the number 1 card. The first card I pick is, it's sorry, my voice is a little shot from that bong rip. You and what you are contributing to the relating here and now. So the first card that we pick, that I pick for you, will be you and what you are contributing to the relating here and now. So everybody who's listening, get a question in your head, and see, this spread offers a quick look at your relating with the other, whether the other is your boss, lover, friend, sister, parent. So get like the other person, like if you have a boss or a coworker or your lover or your partner or your friend or your mom, you know, or your brother, the homeless guy that you give money to, you know. So this is going to be you and some other person, or you know. So get that in your head. You got it? So the first card will be you and what you are contributing to the relating here and now. The second card will be the other and the other's input to the relating. So the second card first card is you and what you're bringing to the table, and the second card is regarding the other person and what the other person is bringing to the table. The third card will represent the composite energies of the two, of yours and the others combined, the composite. And then, of course, the fourth card will be the inside. of the whole thing regarding you and the other. Very simple. First card is you, what you're bringing to the table. Second card is the other and what they're bringing to the table. The third card is the composite energies of of you and the other. And then the fourth card is the insight into everything. Pretty simple, huh? So here goes. And you can look all these cards up online, and you can read it yourself and look at the pictures yourselves. That's very cool. And there's different ways that people break down. I'll get into that. But here goes. This is the first card. The Miser. Ooh, pretty treacherous looking card here. I've gotten this card before. Very, very materialistic lady there, who's totally zombified and ugly because she's collected all of these treasures in her life, and she thinks it makes her rich. There's even a peacock's wing there, but she's created a stone wall. She's built herself in the stone wall, and she thinks she has this treasure all to herself. But in reality, it just makes her an old, ugly, miserable bitch, a miser. This is going to be a good one. Oof. Now that I think about it, this is what the number one card says. This is what you're bringing to the table? Yeesh. This is going to be a wake-up call to a lot of you people. This woman, the miser, this woman has created a fortress around herself, and she is clinging to all the possessions she thinks are her treasures. In fact, she has accumulated so much stuff with which to adorn herself, including the feathers and furs of living creatures, that she has made herself ugly in the effort. This card challenges us to look at what we are clinging to and what we feel we possess that is so valuable it needs to be protected by a fortress. Interesting. It needn't be a big bank balance or a box full of jewels. It could be something as simple as sharing our time with a friend, or taking a risk of expressing our love to another. I'm sorry, I want to read that again. This card challenges us to look at what we are clinging to and what we feel we possess that is so valuable that it needs to be protected by a fortress. It needn't be a big bank balance or a box full of jewels. Simple as sharing our time with a friend. Well, why? Interesting. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of insight off of this. It could be something as simple as sharing our time with a friend or taking the risk of expressing our love to another. Like a well that is sealed up, it becomes stagnant from disuse. Our treasures become tarnished and worthless if we refuse to share them. Whatever you're holding on to, remember that you can't take it with you. Loosen your grip and feel the freedom and expansiveness sharing can bring. Loosen your grip and feel the freedom and expansiveness sharing can bring. The moment you become miserly, you are closed to the basic phenomenon of life. Expansion, sharing. The moment you start clinging to things, you have missed the target. You have missed. Because things are not the target. You, your innermost being, is the target. Not a beautiful house, but a beautiful you. Not much money, but a rich you. Not many things, but an open being, available to millions of things. That was very good. Very, very good. That was good. That's what you're bringing to the table. And now I'm going to pick the second card. Sister Abigail. I'm going to go back and read your comments too, because I know you're going to enjoy that. Okay, here's the second card. Oh, this is what the other person is bringing to the table. The other. Conditioning. A lion surrounded by sheep, and the lion is wearing a sheep costume just to fit in with the other sheep. That's what the other's bringing to the table. This is what the other is bringing to the table. This card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by a sheep and who thought he was a sheep until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. Many of us are like this lion. The image we have of ourselves comes not from our own distinct experience, but from the opinions of others. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become just another sheep in the herd, unable to move freely, and unconscious of our own true identity. It's time to take a look at your own reflection in the pond and make a move to break out of whatever you have been conditioned by others to believe about yourself. Dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever is needed to wake up the sleeping lion within. Unless you drop your personality, you will not be able to find your individuality. Individuality is given by existence. Personality is imposed by the society. Personality is social convenience. Society cannot tolerate individuality because individuality will not follow like a sheep. Individuality has the quality of a lion. The lion moves alone. The sheep are always in the crowd, hoping that being in the crowd will feel cozy. Being in the crowd, one feels more protected, secure. If somebody attacks, there's every possibility in a crowd to save yourself. But alone, only the lions move alone. And every one of you is born a lion. But the society goes on conditioning you, programming your mind as a sheep. It gives you a personality, a cozy personality, nice, very convenient, very obedient. Society wants slaves, not people who are absolutely dedicated to freedom. Society wants slaves because all the vested interests want obedience. So that's what the other is bringing to the equation. Yeeky, yeeky. Let me go get a drink real quick, and I'll be right back. Thanks for chilling with me. Now the next card will be the composite energies of what you brought, which was the miser, which she thought was going to be pretty bad, but it turned out to be quite nice. And then what the other is bringing is conditioning, and that's pretty basic. That's pretty default. That's what society. It's not many people break through that mold. So I'm glad that you guys are here. You've obviously broken through that mold, and the next card will be a composite energies of both of those.
Was someone taking for a little walk? What about doing it? Oh, my mom, she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, shake the dog's face. I go, he doesn't even like mints. I actually don't take the packs out of my pocket and he like freaks out over it. So like I did that just to see what he still does and you know. You're getting knocked to kill! I got buddy coming over to watch that Yankee game. They were good. Like the other ones are awesome, like hang out with her and stuff like that. Yeah, did you see the rest of the shot yesterday? Oh, Rob? We got our big guy coming. I asked him and he said he has someone he's needing for work, like he has a progressive client who's got to be there. What? Well, let's let you know. I got it. 15 seconds. I got it. Nice. How hard do you want to say that? I even sack. I know, right? Gotta do something nice. Little Jen Arlo. Good. There's a campaign that's recently. was telling my buddy about the certain churches and such. And he said, what is that? It's that tearful church making fun of all other churches. Sounds like the parody religion. No, it's satirical. Like it's pointing out the hypocrisy and not lying about what it's trying to be like all other religions. that's why I like the church. We'll see how you get it, Joe. Or you don't, exactly. That's like what you get it, you don't. Pete Herman, Mike Simpson's Peter, Matt Roman. I found out something. Someone more. I actually think on another level about how to become an household. I don't know what that is. It's probably right after the Woodstock shit. It's like the guy sitting there and tells you, like, tells you to give you money, and you're like, you'll find it, like, you'll find a way to give you money. Like, that's what you're stupidest thing. I can do that. That's so fucking funny. Like, I thought it was the stupidest thing that, like, when you first told me that, is how you explained it. Then I'm like, I went and looked it up, and I'm like, it's brilliant. Now I know I damn like it. It's fucking making fun of all other religions out there for being fucking assholes. And it's letting them know, yeah, we're being fucking assholes. Give us money. It's so fucking hilarious.
Well, it's either you get it or you don't. Sean gets it. Things get a little easier once you understand. Antonio. Here, Antonio, I'll give you the link. There, I put it in your group. There you go. If you want to join, it's there for you. So let's see here. The NASA card. First two cards pretty accurate so far. Yep. Hope for Truth says liking this. Hope for Truth. I have been through several card readings, Bayflat says. Pretty freaked, really, so far, to the question I was asking in my mind. Hope for Truth says, yeah, it's freaky like that, Bayflat says. We'll tell you after what it was. See, that's the cool part. You guys are talking about it. I like that. Cool. Okay, here goes. Here's the third card. My computer keyboard isn't a good place to shuffle, sorry. It's a little bit crowded on the top here. All right, super shuffled it. Cut it in half. And here's the third card, which is the composite energies. Damn. That makes perfect sense. Now, if you combine the energies, you get the creator. So if you combine the miser and conditioning, You get the creator. Obviously, it's a major card. This is a King of Fire, Mastery of Action. The Zen Master in this card has harnessed the energy of fire and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion, without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive and out of balance. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the outside world, or in the world outside. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all those who come to him. The gift of creative light that comes from the center of his being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now, with the understanding that comes from maturity, will bring enrichment to our own lives and to the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it is time to express yourself. There are two types of creators in the world. One type of creator works with objects. A poet, a painter. They work with objects. They create things. The other type of creator, the mystic, creates himself. He doesn't work with objects. He works with the subject. He works on himself, his own being. And he is the real creator, the real poet, because he makes himself into a masterpiece. You are carrying a masterpiece hidden within you, but you are standing in the way. Just move aside. Then the masterpiece will be revealed. Everyone is a masterpiece, because God never gives birth to anything less than that. Everyone carries that masterpiece hidden for many lives, not knowing who they are, and just trying on the surface to become someone. Drop the idea of becoming someone, because you already are a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You will only have to come to it, to know it, to realize it. God has himself created you. You cannot be improved. Cheers to that. And now for the final card, which is the insight. If we already didn't get enough insights, we certainly are about to get one right now. Antonio?
What is this magic?
Nice to see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Your microphone is actually working.
Good, good. So, yes, what is this magic? What's this divination that you're playing with?
I mean, I don't think I've ever given you a reading. I don't think I ever have.
You've never given me a personal reading. We've done one where it was a single card reading. But
I went through, this is 4 cards. The first card was what you're bringing to the table. The second card is what they're bringing to the table. The third card was the composite energies, if you combine the first two. And then the fourth card, which is what I'm about to do, is the insight into the whole thing. So you're perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yes.
So I like to.
I'm known for
What's
my
up?
timing. I'm known for
Yep.
I'm waiting for you to talk so that I can talk over you whilst I'm saying I'm known for my perfect timing.
So, so I'm gonna. I always like to shuffle the cards on camera just to show that I'm not doing it. I'll do it like this is just the basic shuffle. You know, just you go up and then down, up, or down, down, up, whatever. Then you do the more professional shuffle. You know, split it in half, or at least very, very close. I mean, this is about 3/4 and 1/4. I mean, just to make you feel a little bit happier for you OCD people out there. Hold on, look, it's better now, okay? And that's the old give that the old there.
If you had a large surface in front of you, would you spread them out and do the?
Yeah, that's a good one. I definitely would, and I have done that before. But like I said, I'm on my table is my fucking keyboard and a fucking cardboard box that all my books are in. So let's see here. So a couple more of these, and this is the insight into the whole thing. I've got 23 viewers, perfect. And now I'm going to pick a card. Right there. Huh. Ooh, this is going to be good. Ordinariness. And now this is the insight, and this is beautiful. Now look at the beautifulness of this card.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me get my hat real quick.
Is that your Gandalf hat?
Nope.
Oh, huh.
Now,
that is a nice card.
It's a beautiful card. It's going to be a minor card here, but still going to be nice. A perfect insight into the situation. There it is. This is it's funny. This is rainbows, the physical, and the composite energies was the fire, mastery of action, which is more definitely a physical because fires are physical, and rainbows, the physical. And this is the insight into the whole reading here. So thank you for sticking around for so long. And again, click that next to the underneath the share or right around it. There's a little bell, and if you click that, you'll get all the the videos and live feeds right away, and without YouTube and Google trying to lie to you and make you even more into a bigger slave. So here goes. The figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple, ordinary things in life. Ordinary things of life. The figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple. That bong rip destroyed me. I'm like, yeah. The figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple, ordinary things of life. We so easily take this beautiful world we live in for granted. I think about that almost every day. I'm like, I hope I'm not taking this for granted. Cleaning the house, tending the garden, cooking a meal. The most mundane tasks take on a sacred quality when they are performed with your total involvement, with love, and for their own sake, without thought of recognition or reward. You are facing a time now when this easy, natural, and utterly ordinary approach to the situations you encounter will bring far better results than any attempt on your part to be brilliant, clever, or otherwise extraordinary. Interesting use of word there. Yeah, that's my group. Forget all about making headlines by inventing the latest widget or dazzling your friends and colleagues with your unique star quality. Ooh, that's a dig at me if I've ever heard it. I take that personally. The special gift, my ego does at least. The special gift you have to offer now is presented best just by taking things easily and simply, one step at a time. Sometimes it happens that you become one in some rare moment. Watch the ocean, the tremendous wildness of it, and suddenly you forget your split, your schizophrenia. You relax. Or moving to the Himalayas, seeing the virgin snow on the Himalayan peaks, suddenly a coolness surrounds you. And you need not to be false because there is no other human being to be false to. You fall together. Or listening to beautiful music, you fall together. Whenever, in whatsoever situation, you become one, a peace, a happiness, a bliss surrounds you, arises in you. You feel fulfilled. There is no need to wait for these moments. These moments can become your natural life. These extraordinary moments can become ordinary moments. That is the whole effort of Zen. You can live an extraordinary life in a very ordinary life. That is the whole effort of Zen. You can live an extraordinary life in a very ordinary life. Cutting wood, chopping wood, carrying water from the well. You can be tremendously at ease with yourself. Cleaning the floor, cooking food.
Anthony.
Ooh. Hold on.
We don't hear you. We don't know if you... Anthony, are you there? Yes, you are. Cool.
But it's not working. Right? Mute yourself!
Yeah,
I'm
here,
finishing
mate.
this!
Yeah, I just my phone disconnected. I'm just making sure. I want to know what the last fucking card was.
All right, I'll finish the last sentence that I was on, and then I'll read the whole thing kind of quickly. So let's see here. You can live an extraordinary life in a very ordinary life. Cutting wood, chopping wood, carrying water from the well. You can be tremendously at ease with yourself. Cleaning the floor, cooking food, washing the clothes. You can be perfectly at ease because the whole question is of you doing your action totally, enjoying, delighting in it. Come here, Aldo. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I'm curious as to why the word was effort instead of purpose of Zen. Hey. Hey, Aldo. You know, I grew up with boxers.
He's a good boy. You stinky.
Did you know that, Dan?
Yep. Please tell me your boxer stories.
No, it's just I grew up with boxers. We always had boxers. And they're brilliant.
Oh, dude, they're so sensitive.
They probably have the most expressive face of any of the of any dog. You know, they can look amazed, confused, intrigued, sad, happy.
Yeah, no, he's very expressive. Look at, look at, Elda, what's that? Look at the camera. What's that? What's that right there? No, look, right here. No, right there. No, right there. Look at there. Look.
No, that fang. Hey, what's going on? Where's that extra sound?
What's going on? Are you shaking your tail?
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're okay. I love you. Go on.
So what's the last card? That was it. That was the card.
Yeah, that was the last card. Ordinariness. Ordinariness. So, do you want me to read that again, THC?
He just put his thumb up.
Fuck it. The figure walking in nature.
Oh, good. Awesome. I look at just amazing how prominent. Some of those cards were so prominent. The first, second, third, amazing. Unbelievable.
I'll read the first paragraph again really quickly. The figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple, ordinary things in life. We so easily take this beautiful world we live in for granted. Cleaning the house, tending the garden, cooking a meal, the most mundane tasks take on a sacred quality when they are performed with your total involvement, with love, and for their own sake, and without thought of recognition or reward. You are facing a time now when this easy, natural, and utterly ordinary approach to the situations you encounter will bring far better results than any attempt on your part to be brilliant, clever, or otherwise extraordinary. Forget all about making headlines and by inventing the latest widget or dazzling your friends and colleagues with your unique star quality. The special gift you have to offer now is presenting best by just taking things easily and simply, one step at a time. And that's the whole kit and caboodle, folks. So please, Anthony, give me your fucking insights. And Antonio, fill me in. I don't need to speak anymore.
You go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, no, that was just well read. I think it covers a lot of it. It's very well. All I can say from it's just so interesting how the whole concept of why 4 cards in general, if you look at the big picture, it's just very, very, I would say synchronicity has played a big part in this one. If you believe we live in an electrical world, well, the electrical world basically, how could I say, manipulates the cards. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Your intent changes reality. Those cards, intent behind it, regardless, for many people, yourself, there's purpose. Let me put it this way without talking shit. Those cards had purpose. And I don't give a fuck if anyone got anything out of it. I did. Very pumped for me today.
Talking on a what's it called? In a business-like sense, people have a certain crowd that follows them. Like Antonio has a certain crowd, an audience. Same with you, THC. More people obviously are hardcore cannabis enthusiasts that follow you. Me, it's just a conglomeration of everything and mystery and whatnot. But so it's funny when you look at it like that. And I always have like a 20 or 30 people watching, and it's a nice, tightly knit group of people. And it grows, and it goes down. And then it grows and it goes down. It's fun, It's
you know what I find curious.
Hey, Dan. Something, mate. You know how you say that you only have 20, 30 people watching? I guarantee it. See, and this is the really interesting thing, because being engaged with a mind that is, it's fairly unexpanded. I mean, it's not in a box. When you have 20 or 30 people that don't live inside of a box, you've got a powerhouse. I mean, you got people that are thinking so far out of the box that it generates another field. And I don't want to get too airy-fairy out there. I just notice the difference when I'm around people that are much smarter than me, very deep thinkers, and it's amazing when you come to a conclusion. It's quite interesting, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of energy at play, and you can even feel the room heat warm up, and there's no fucking heater in there, dude. I'm telling you, when you're around great minds, mysterious things happen.
What? Yeah,
And that's
Terrence.
why I say, yeah, you got 20 or 30 people watching, man. But I
Yeah,
guarantee
Terrence McKenna would say
it's,
that.
it's probably got more power.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Oh, and you're frozen.
Tell you what I think is curious. What I find curious that out of the people watching, there's I think 4 people commenting. So the rest of the people either sat there feet up with a spliff, or I don't know what.
Isn't
they're
it
not
interesting?
commenting.
Yeah, isn't that
Watching.
interesting?
Yeah.
I'm glad you noticed that too. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the comments. I haven't looked at the comments in a while.
Now some of them would be thinking, "Oh, I really should comment, shouldn't I? But I can't think of what to comment." You don't have to comment, dude, if you're enjoying it. So chill.
So let's see here. We got Jesus. Wow. Bay Flat says the shuffling sounds of the cards that I was shuffling. She said the shuffling sounds like the Las Vegas.
Say the words. Don't say the words. It'll get you banned.
Are you serious?
Dude, it just got me freaking a gag for 3 months.
What?
On my 2 channels, even though I hadn't posted anything about it on the other channel. So I've had to go to. Yeah.
All right. Take that back. And hey, Darren Fuchs says it's a triangle, no numeric value. And yes, very true, Felix. Let's see here. Go Gandalf. Nope, I wore a different hat. Let's see here. Sharon Barron.
What?
Yo, Automatic Lover. Stephen Jean B.A. Automatic Lover. What did Eminem do?
Mr. and Mrs. Tessa's Apple are there having a lovely time at home.
They were one of my first watchers on this. They've been very loyal people. So let's see here. I was taking notes as Dan took refreshments. Fed up with a spliff and commenting. Fuck Eminem. The elite can only control the dormant. I really enjoyed the reading greatly. It was very spot on, very synchronistic. Bay Flat says. Okay. Oh, that was great. I'm glad you liked that. Hope for truth. It's funny, my dog is all over me too. Felix, that's cool. Oh, somebody joined? You're echoing, Antonio.
Oh, yeah, I just changed my posture. I'm going to go and make a drink. I'll come back. If I carry on echoing, I will fix it.
Oh, just mute yourself. I'm going to make a coffee myself. So let's see here. Here, I'm going to play some Subgenius propaganda, and I'll be right back. Found some new stuff. I hope I didn't delete it. It's pretty hilarious. It's funny because I guess I joined at the right time, because it's always going up and down and up and down, and it becomes all too real when it's becoming popular again, and Bob Dobbs is showing up at all the festivals, and people are holding up Bob Dobbs signs, and certain celebrities are coming out to make it the Church of the Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert. These are subgeniuses. Like, I'm learning new people. Dave Letterman. Hello, Dave Letterman, Stephen Colbert. I don't know if you may have heard of him. Subgeniuses. Yeah, he is. Nick Offerman is a subgenius. He ain't a fucking hack. I love that fucker.
Oh Huffman's a legend, first of all. Absolute legend.
Tori Amos, she's a half subgenius, I think. The Simpsons creator, Matt Groening? Matt Groening, the Simpsons creator, is a fucking subgenius. Pee Wee Herman. Although he's a bit of a weirdo, and I don't like that he is a subgenius. So, who else? Bradley Noel of Sublime. My mind was absolutely and utterly blown when I have every single one of their albums, and when I looked at the fucking, I'm like, Bob Dobbs is on their fucking album. He's on Raleigh in the Hood. He's on the front and the back. They use subgenius artwork in all of their fucking pictures. The sun. But especially Robin in the Hood. Bob Dobbs is literally on the fucking album. It's hilarious.
I'm thinking of starting the Church of Truth, where we worship truth, and everybody has to be absolutely 100% sincere and truthful in demeanor, in language, in everything. I think it'd be really, really interesting because, wow, you look stunning.
I bet you'd already hit one.
Say again?
Is a Church of the Truth.
Well, I'm going to look right now. And if there isn't, I'm going to make one.
I bet $1,000 on that.
Oh, is that me causing that echo?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's you, unfortunately.
Okay.
But Robert Anton Wilson and many others totally are very much for and supportive of creating your own religions, multiple too. So yeah, I'm totally with you. I'll join that, Antonio. I'm your first chief executive.
Cool. How's my sound now?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to look to see if Church of Truth is available. I just think it'd be really cool.
The Church of the Truth, it's the Church of the Ultimate Truth.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So, there you go. Yeah, I think it'd be great to be with a bunch of people where somebody's talking to you and you say, I'm sorry, can I just stop you there? You're really boring me. And then, you know, move on to the next person.
Yeah, I would like that too.
Yeah, you know.
Turn volume up here. There you go.
Cool.
That's hilarious. I do say that. Like, we had me and Sean has a buddy named Ryan, and he came over, and he thinks he can like bust our balls and shit, but we just tell him, he's like, guys, I'm about to tell you the most craziest story, and I'm like, and I look at Sean immediately, and I go, we're about to hear the most boring story that we've ever heard. Yeah, and I'll say this out loud right in front of him, and he just ignores it. And he'll be talking for I'll give you 2.5 minutes tops, and if you don't impress me, shut up. So I'm already a member of your church, Antonio. You're just not aware of this.
Well, it's getting to a point where I even allow him to talk just so I can interrupt him when I find out it's a horrible story. Talk, and I'll be like, yeah, Dan's right. Like, that's the worst story I've ever heard. You could have gotten that out in 15 seconds and saved that 3 minutes of our life without having to waste listening to you. And he'll just like laugh it off. Like, we're being totally serious every time we do this.
Yeah.
I've never met someone like this before. They're like, oh, dude, I got this epic story. And Dan will be like, let me guess, it's going to be the most boring, worst story that's ever been told. And you're still going to tell it, aren't you? And it's like one ear and out the other, and he'll just tell the story. Like, I don't himself 50 times, and Dan's just like, yeah, you said that 15 fucking times already. Just shut up already. I don't know what it is. He thinks Dan's like, you know, like, that's why I like you, Dan. You say how it is. It's that New York in you. most New Yorkers. It's a little different. Like, that's not New York attitude. That's just telling you to shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. Like, that's what the guy is. This is the same individual that decided to throw a temper tantrum and punch my fridge, and he left knuckle marks in my fucking fridge.
Who's that?
His name's Ryan. He's a friend of. He's my old neighbor. He'll get, and I finally said to him, like, I kicked him out. I go, dude, the only time you ever come over to hang out is when you're drunk and you're having problems. I'm like, I'm not Dr. fucking Phil. I'm not Maury Povich. I don't come here when I just get out of a shitty day of work and have to be your fucking psychiatrist. Like, the kid's a fucking loser. Kid, he's 32 years old. He's an idiot. Sorry, I just don't like it.
No. What do you think about that, Antonio?
Yeah, well, if the guy only comes round to bend your ear and complain, I knew a guy like that. He'd start complaining about shit, and I say, oh, do you know, before you started explaining this, everything was good, and now it's become a little pity party for you. Fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm not here for a pity party. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, just a family I grew up in, it's like, we'll give you a little bit of, we'll show you some kind feelings for a little bit and let you get it out for a minute.
Yeah.
But I was just raised not to allow yourself to feel sorry for yourself. It's like, all right, dude, you bitched about it. Now what are you going to do to fucking fix this shit instead of just bitching about it? It's like, there's no fate. You make your own fucking fate. So when he tells me something stupid, like, he's like, dude, I just spent $3,000 and he has trouble paying rent. His wife doesn't work because she's a fucking lazy piece of shit. He's like, dude, I just spent $3,000 to go to my buddy's wedding in Buffalo, New York. And I start laughing. I go, how much did you spend on plane tickets? He goes, $800 a piece both ways. And I'm like, dude, did you even search? Like, did you look for plane airfares?
He instantly, I was like, dude, what? He's trying to, like, I'm like, dude, I've flown from New York to California 1,000,000 times. I've never paid more than $300. You stupid cuck.
And then he's like, what else did he talk about? Oh, he's like, dude, I spent $500 for my suit for the wedding. I gotta go look fly for my boy's wedding. I go, dude, you could have went to Men's Warehouse and spent $150 and looked just as good. But you're a stupid asshole. You had to go and buy a $500 fucking suit. I'm like, dude, a turd wrapped in Gucci is still a turd as much as you want to believe it's not. Like, just because you have a nice fucking coating on doesn't mean you're classy. Your wife is still a fat slob, and your kid is going to grow up being illiterate. Sorry.
Well, there you go.
He punched my fucking fridge and left dents in it. Like, I'm done with him.
So do you want to be part of the Church of Ultimate Truth?
We should start a show. America's Next Top Drunk. Contact him.
What? What was that?
I have an idea for a show. We could do it on here. America's Next Top Drunk. You just get the most pathetic, fucking stupid asshole drunk that just wants to run his mouth and talk, and we just obliterate them, and then we grade them.
Exactly. Like, how good of a shit-talking, egoistic, minded, drunk.
If you can hold your own while you're doing this, that's what gets you to the next round.
You got to get to the next round. Otherwise, you're going to get called out by other ranters and bullshitters.
It sounds just a little bit cruel to me. Here you are. Some cirrhosis. Yeah.
That's not.
Anyway,
it sounds like it's needed.
Church of
Cruelty
Truth. Oh yeah, definitely. It definitely is. Anyway, Church of Truth is taken, and there's a lot of focus on God.
I told you.
So
I said, I said to Antonio, I'll bet you $1,000 that the Church of the Truth is taken, and it's taken.
Yeah,
called it.
I didn't bet it though. Anyway, they worship God more than truth, so that's not right. So this would be the Church of Ultimate Truth.
See, there you go, and I coined it.
Yep, definitely. And people have to understand what's true and what's not, and how to. It's a way where we help people to see what's true and what's not about life. Yeah, seems.
I used to, Antonio, I still am obsessed with the truth. And even that ultimate truth, quote, and then the ultimate reality,
Yeah.
Totally obsessed with that for like the past, while. I've given up all. There is no ultimate truth or ultimate reality. As much as I'd like to believe there is, there isn't.
There's an ultimate mystery. There's an ultimate mystery.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Church of the Ultimate Mystery. That's my next church. So you're gonna create the Church of the Ultimate Truth, and
Yes.
I'm gonna create the Church of the Ultimate Mystery.
Yes, and I have to now because I said yes, and if that was false,
Down
then
underneath the fucking sink.
I looked on the
Let's Febreze. Oh no, that's all. That's done.
it's not going to taste very nice if you put Febreze in it.
Like fucking a week ago, dude.
So yeah, Church of Ultimate Truth and affiliated with the Church of Ultimate Mystery. Yeah.
I like that, and we're gonna be co-founders of one another.
Yeah. And first members of each other's. So
Nice. I like this already. I'm totally down for that.
yeah.
I'm watching now. This is me commenting on your video. I'm sharing.
Oh, so it would be like a permanent game of dare. You know, truth or dare? That spin the bottle game thing. It's like a permanent one of those. Yeah, where you can just ask anybody anything, anytime, and they have to tell you the truth.
I like that.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's check out this chat room. I bet you it's popping all of a sudden. Thanks for going live, guys. Was withdrawing pretty bad.
Who's
I'd like
that?
to hear that.
Who's that?
Oh, that was Miss Tesla's Apple. Miss Tesla's Apple. Oh no, that was Tesla's Apple actually.
Right.
Let's see here. Stephen Colbert looks good. I think Stephen Colbert might be Bob Dobbs. So he kind of looks like if he had a pipe in his mouth, he would be Bob Dobbs. So let's see here.
Is he a subgenius?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's already done a Photoshop of a pipe in Stephen Colbert's mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, Felix.
Hi.
And how does it look?
Thanks for joining us.
It's pretty funny, but it goes back all the way to like the early 2000s or something.
Yeah, most people don't know that the Church of the Subgenius is a 40-year-old religion.
79.
How old is Scientology? Close to the same age. Very interesting. Very interesting. And we took a lot of the Scientologist alien stories and incorporated into our own theology, religion. I really appreciate that. Oh, Beavis and Butthead, Subgenii. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, Subgenii. They had a poster of Bob Dobbs in one of their episodes. Go look it up. And guess who's the creator? This guy named Matt. You know, like I said.
There's always a Matt.
It's either Matt or Mike Brown. I don't even fucking know his name anymore.
Mike Judge.
Oh, so it's Mike Judge. So
Yeah.
Mike Judge is a subgenius too, and he's the character. He's the voice of Kenny on South Park.
That's got to be the easiest job ever.
I know.
Well, I can always understand everything that Kenny says. I can understand completely. Like I'm such a hardcore Kenny fan that anything he says, like my roommate will be listening, watching. We always, we watch South Park together, and anything that Kenny says, I immediately decipher for him. Like I just, this is what he said, and I also can read lips. I learned how to read lips at when I was in 7th grade, and because one of my friends was deaf. So he talked like he talked he had a weird way of speaking because he couldn't hear himself talking, and so he sounds like a fucking retard, but he's not. Like just because you sound like a retard doesn't mean you are a retard. These people are fucking brilliant, and like my dad will say to me when I call people retarded or, Dan, you know, you shouldn't say that. And I fucking, Dad, I'm using it in the actual terminology that it was invented for. These people are retarded. I'm not making fun of like when I say Antonio, I know you know what I mean. I know Felix, and I know you.
Not like PC.
You all know what I mean.
It's PC junk. If somebody is retarded, that they may be regressed or they may have missed the boat.
There's a whole bunch of different types of retarded, and to try to specify which one. Now, if you did specify which one, they might object to that too. You know, it's like, fuck that, it's retarded. I mean what I'm saying. The words I'm saying are the words that I mean. That's why I'm saying those words. Retarded, like arrested development, like, not enough oxygen in the womb.
You're trying to make fun of these people. No, you're trying to steer the direction to favor your argument. That you don't even know what it is. You don't even know what you're arguing or what you're trying to say.
Why would you make fun of somebody that was retarded in the first place? It's like making fun of somebody that's crippled. What kind of warped mentality would do that?
Exactly.
But when you describe,
have you ever showered? Have you ever showered a person with Down syndrome?
Yes.
Have you ever fucking wiped their ass? Like, yeah, exactly.
The whole
you have. Actually, that's so funny because I mean I've showered and I've washed them, and I'm like, dude, it's very interesting because all of a sudden they start talking to you. Hold on, my computer's about to restart. All of a sudden they start talking to you like differently. Like I've been in a shower. Not I've been in a shower, but next to a shower with a dude who's sitting down with paralyzed legs. And he can't even really lift his arms too much, you know, like, so I've got to put shampoo in his hair and fucking wash his fucking hair and shower him and shit, and I'm like, and I'm like, dude, you know, pull down my pants and I gotta go to the bath. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. I'm like, this is what you do to the females and to the. I'm like, and I call him out. I go, you just do this shit to fucking get girls to pull down your pants and to shower you and to wipe your balls and your ass. I'm like, dude, you're faking this shit. And he's like, all of a sudden he's like this. He's like, like said like, yeah. I've called out 16-year-old girls with Tourette's and fuck you fucking piece of shit, you asshole, fuck you, Mr. Falkenbach, fuck you, Mr. F, fuck you. And I'm like, and they say, Ashley, you're just saying this to disrupt the class, to cause a scene, to get all the attention on you. You don't have Tourette syndrome. You learned a long time ago what Tourette syndrome means. You learned when you were a little girl what Tourette syndrome means. It means that I learned when I was 6 years old that Tourette syndrome is I can say whatever the fuck I want and get away with it, and then I can just say I have Tourette syndrome.
Isn't Tourette's like a seizure disorder? Like anybody could just like, it's not even words that come out of people's mouth. They just suddenly shake.
Sometimes it's just like there's a scale of retardedness. There's a scale of Tourette's. And you can either be the Tourette's that screams shit out, or you can be the body tics, where you're like,
the body tics is Rett syndrome, which is strange because it's not associated with the word Tourette's. It was a different person that discovered it, called Rett. And Rett syndrome is where there used to be a TV show called Ally McBeal about lawyers, and one of the lawyers had Rett syndrome, which meant that he would just lash out. Just his body would do things totally impulsively, and it's the same thing. The psychologists say, "Oh, it's a part of the brain misfiring." It's like, no, it fucking isn't. That's not true. So yeah, same with Tourette's. They say, "Oh, they can't help it." Okay, so just fuck that. I can't help it either. You know, fuck it.
Yeah. Once I helped a girl, a friend of my ex-husband's friend's daughter, or actually his friend's sister. Very interesting, strange thing there they got going. Anyway, this girl, she couldn't hear, so I had these Koss headphones, and I mean they would be pretty loud, and we had her in the studio, and she could actually like hear the drums. I thought, well, let's put the headphones on and put her in front of the microphone. She had never heard her voice before, like hearing it, and she put her voice to the microphone. She could hear herself in the headphones. She was shaking and crying because she could hear her voice. It was just the most oddest sound you ever heard. It was whoa, but it was like a miracle at the same time. I mean, we were all just dumbfounded. I was like, I felt good that I helped her, even though the noises were disturbing, you know, which she had
But
never.
what was it? She was deaf, or
Yeah, she's
thought she
deaf.
was deaf.
Deaf.
But
So I
through the
guess,
headphones, there was enough vibration.
yeah, there was enough vibration that she could hear enough tones. I mean, it was enough vibration that, you know, it reached the nerves to her ears, yeah, or to her brain from her ears.
Huh.
Can you imagine living in silence? Huh. I mean, a lot of deaf people can hear vibrations, feel vibrations. I had a friend in high school that used to like to go to the roller rink because the music was loud there, and hear, you know, because she could feel the vibrations, you know, through the floor, through her body or whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a real miracle.
I think Karen might come in. Karen B. She's just checking to see whether situation is fine for her to come in. Yeah, these disorders. The first time I came across Tourette's, it was a young teenager, and it was. I thought, wow, if this was the Middle Ages, I would have said she was possessed, because of the things she was saying, because it was all "cunt, bitch, whore," in not a girly voice, you know. And she was with the mother, and the mother's like, "Oh dear," you know. And I didn't know. I thought, aren't you going to say to her, "What the hell are you doing?" Because I didn't know. You know, it's the first time I came across it. Later, my mother, who's a psychologist, said, "Oh no, it's a part of the brain of da, 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 da." The explanation is like, is it really, or is it a fucking demon? You know, or is it just a habit that they started at one point? Because I'm pretty sure they don't, when they're saying goo goo and gaga, they're not suddenly also doing autistic Tourette's things.
Yeah.
It'd be at a stage in the development, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's an interesting, bizarre thing.
It's definitely a phenomenon with people's minds, brains. Everyone works so different.
Oh, but Big Johnson has just said I had to ask a deaf person if they ever got headaches. That's something I've never pondered.
Yeah.
Same with blind people. Like, do blind people dream? And if so, how are their dreams?
Perhaps not visual. Well, because I mean, even blind people, you know, because of our pineal gland, you know, I mean, it's still going to express color. You know what I mean? So even though they cannot see objects, physical objects, you know what I'm saying? There's still a light inside your head. So I suppose that, you know, I mean, it's hard for anybody to associate a color if you've never seen a color. You know, you know where I'm getting at here.
Yeah. No, sorry. It's just that I just read Big Johnson's comment, which was that her response was, "Yes, I have one now." The deaf person. I hope she really did, and she wasn't just saying it as in, "Oh, I should belong to the Church of Ultimate Truth." and you're boring me. You know, let's hope. I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, I mean, a blind person might be able to feel, you know, the heat. Like I said, there's expressions within the third eye that are colors. Close your eyes. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do.
That's a weirdly synchronous thing that you just said, because you were saying that before, and Tessa's Apple just said, I want to ask a blind person what they think the sun is.
Yeah.
Hey, Karen B.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, stranger.
Hello. How are you?
I'm marvelously gagged by YouTube.
What happened? I missed it.
I got gagged. I got a gagging order, 3 months no live streaming on both my main channel and the Strikes Back channel simultaneously. Yeah.
Wow, both of them?
Yeah, and I hadn't even posted anything on the other channel for, well, since I went back to my main channel. It's just a little bit of panicking going on. So yeah, that happened. But I'm great.
The algorithms don't like the truth sometimes.
Yeah, and it's for bullying, harassment, and whatnot. Even though it was a video that didn't actually address anybody, it was about the supposed thing that happened in the place where what happens there stays there. You know.
Yeah, all over the place now. Ironically.
Yeah, so that happened. It's no biggie. I take it as a badge of honor. Mrs. Tessa's Apple's getting scatological in the chat. Yeah. So what's up? What up, Karen? How you doing?
I'm all right.
What have you been up to?
Staying busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a really good chat with Good Times for All the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
He's a smart. That guy's a smart guy. I know of him through Riley. But yeah.
He's yeah. So I'm going to be having a hangout with him this weekend at some point. That should be very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, whoa! Dan's dropped. If he doesn't come back within 5 minutes,
did he just drop right now?
Yeah.
I know he said his computer was about to restart. Maybe it did finally.
Yeah. Hey, letting him know on Skype. Is his Skype still on? So, Karen, I'm starting a church, a religion, a cult.
Okay, cool. What's it about?
It's going to be the Church of Ultimate Truth, where you have to be. It's going to be like a continuous game of spin the bottle, you know, that, or truth or dare, only the truth bit, continuously all the time. So, and it's going to help people avoid vaccinations and say exactly why, and avoid all kinds of stuff that they don't want because the truth is something harmful. So, shit. Dan's asking for the link. Nope.
Oh, crap. How does he not have it?
But if he comes in through the link, it will drop anyway. Yeah, so I just told them you have to go back into your channel, back into live streaming, and resume Hangout. If you join with a link, it won't register you as being the channel manager, and it will drop anyway. So yes, Church, and I'm not kidding, Church of Ultimate Truth.
Church of Ultimate Truth.
Yes, because there's already a Church of Truth, and they're very talking a lot about God, which they don't know. So they can't say that that's true. It's only what, it's not subjective truth. That's a phenomenological thing. Sorry, that's a phenomenological thing. It's not truth. So, yeah. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to see, because here in the UK, you get extra like tax things and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's how it is here.
Yeah, I'm going to. I was talking about it with Author Red some time ago.
I've thought about doing it because I'm actually I went online and became an ordained minister a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I could order that, go there and get my clergy papers and everything.
And would you be like a pastor?
Well, they addressed me in the emails. It says Minister Karen.
Wow, I did not know that. You are a dark horse. Dan, did you come in through your channel or through the link?
I've done it.
Through your channel or the link?
No, I went through my channel.
Right, cool. Yeah, did you know Karen's a minister?
Of what? The church?
Yeah, it's the I was telling him that I became a minister a long time ago. It's through
the Subgenia?
Hold on.
Catholic Church.
No.
The Church of Life.
Oh, the Universal Truth Life.
Universal Life Church.
Yeah.
The Universal Life Church.
That's a syndicate. That's the syndicate of the Subgenius.
That is. So once you have that,
you suckers.
pay Bob $35 since you're already registered with the Universal.
So since you're already a Universal minister, then that means you're already a honorary Pope of the Subgenius, Karen, and you're halfway there.
You're halfway there. Now you got to pay Bob.
Got to pay Bob.
Only $35 bucks. Come on, I mean,
only $35, and you'll get your instructions in the mail within a week, and you'll know what to do even further, even better than you've already done, even though you've been quite a nuisance yourself.
You can join Dan and I.
and especially if Antonio does it, and once he makes his Church of the Universal Truth, and I make my Church of the Universal Mystery, and then we combine our efforts, well, then we have even more people.
Well, I'm at the Church of the Subgenius, the first and last Church of the Happy Calypse, and the Church of the Holy What?
I'm still on a Discordian though, Felix. I'm gonna have to, I'm reading a lot. I'm reading so many people. Like I said earlier, I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm reading pathetic woo-woo Esther and Jerry Hicks who channel Abraham, that entity, and Robert Anton Wilson, Osho, Aleister Crowley, Manly P. Hall.
The best thing to do is to download the Principia Discordia.
Well, I bought the book. I already have their Bible, their book.
I downloaded that, and I don't join anything, but yes.
Well, the Discordians were before the Subgenius, well before.
The Great Lakes cabal of wayward girls.
The Subgenius is a 40-year-old religion, and the Discordians are Hail Aries, at least 30 to 40 years older, so almost 100-year-old religion. The Discordians. It's pretty.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you now, guys. All of them are false. All of them are false, and I have to say that's the truth. And if anybody comes to me with a question and I don't know what the true answer is, I'm going to have to refer them to the Church of the Great Ultimate Mystery. Say,
oh, this is too good. I love this, Antonio. This is good. Antonio, what is going on with? Hold on, Felix. What's going on with your fucking volume? Antonio, I'm going to give you the controls, even though I already turned you up. Actually, never mind. There you go. Oh, since I'm back, since I came back, you're again lower down. So now that I'm back, I just turned you back up. So
This
Okay.
is the
You're all good now.
of the
What is that, Felix?
what? It's the temple of the first church of the pineal gland of Great Lakes Cabal.
Interesting, because I grew up next to the lake, one of the Great Lakes, the Lake Erie. It's very eerie there, especially all the UFOs that are coming in and out of Lake Erie from the underground bases.
Right? And they don't believe us. I say, oh, there's no such thing.
Did you guys? No, seriously. Did you guys ever see the UFO documentaries of the? They're called USOs. You guys know what USOs, under unidentified submerged objects?
Yes.
And I guarantee you, the 20 listeners, about 5 of them have heard of that, and they're like, "Holy shit! There's more than UFOs." Yes, there's UFOs, USOs, IFOs. There's a lot of different things.
If you want to know more,
IFOs is an identified flying object, when you actually know what you're looking at instead of just being a ufologist.
well, if anybody,
I don't know what that is.
if anybody listening to this, wait, let me see if I can turn my volume up. If anybody wants to know anything more about USOs,
Yes.
just go to Bill Cooper and just start getting onto the Bill Cooper journey, because all of that started with a USO.
What is that noise, Antonio? Stop that. Sounds like the fake thing that happened.
Every time he touches the volume thing on his headphones, it sounds like he's I don't know what.
At the Las Vegas. At the
Yeah.
Las
Don't
Vegas
say that
festival.
stuff. Stop it, Antonio. You're gonna get my shit. Don't do that shit, Ed. Stop that.
It's just a funny clicking noise.
Like a
Okay,
pinball
yeah.
machine.
Seriously, it's like fuck.
That's what it was. all these audio problems when we talk about the big.
I'm not talking about anything. We're talking about Subgenius, Bob Dobbs, fucking
Bill Cooper.
USOs.
Bill
Come
Cooper.
on, fuck me.
Bill
The
Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse.
Hey, I'm Eminem. I have a new album coming out in a month. So I'm going to go on to the TV show, and I'm going to stroke my ego, and I'm going to have a bunch of black guys standing behind me in the parking lot. And I'm a real big tough guy because I painted this it looked like he painted a mustache on his face. Like what? You ever see those black guys with the fucking they're totally bald, like it's like all the way bald, and then they literally like have to, and even white but black guys specifically, they use a permanent marker and they just fill in their whole fucking hairline. It's like, Jesus, bro, give that shit up, dude. That's embarrassing.
Did you ever see those church ministers? So they're up there, praise the Lord, and they got their hair all painted up.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? The white guys, black guys. You know, that's very interesting. White guys and black guys are going crazy on stage, healing people, smacking them in the face with their jackets, hearing paraplegics, and then my fingers chopped off. Can you bring it back? And then all of a sudden their finger grows back, or if their legs and arms are different lengths, and all of a sudden, wow, and I'm fixed, and now my arms and legs are the same size, and Jesus Christ, and the miracle of Jesus.
He can wipe his own butt again.
And people believe it. Like all those people who are there. Now show your love for the Lord with a mighty dollar. All of those people, yay! I love God more than you love Him.
Bob loves money. That's why you need to pay him.
Yeah, well, I'm not paying. I'm not
paying
paying
to know what you think.
Yes, well, I'm not paying for the Subgenius, and I'm thinking, do I charge people to become a minister of the Church of the Ultimate Truth, or do I not? Because they could start lying.
Come on, it costs
Yes, I have to.
money to put these booklets together, and it's just a small token. It's dinner at a restaurant.
Just a small token, just a dinner. So Felix, I agree, and Antonio, I agree. So I will take a small token of donation, a tip jar, and I will take a dinner donation for a broccoli. I'll take a broccoli cream, and what else do you want? I won't eat meat. I won't eat meat.
Salmon?
No, I won't eat meat. Give me a vegetable stew. I'll take a
vegetable stew. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a vegetable stew.
I was at
So
X.
donate to me so I can eat a vegetable stew, and that's all I require for the Church of the Ultimate Mystery, is a vegetable stew dinner.
The Holy
And
Trinity.
I would like it to be a very big bowl where I can have the leftovers. So at least a $20 and preferably a $23 bowl of vegetable stew for the Church of the Ultimate Mystery.
It's
Okay.
mystery stew.
Sign me
But
up.
that's all I require. That's all I require.
Sign me up. Mine's $24. Unfortunately, I live in the UK.
Okay.
This is
For the same.
just approved because it's vegetable soup and this is organic. So she's gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to agree with the Church of the Ultimate Mystery because that's all you have to do is pay for a vegetable organic stew for $23.
If you want the cream of
23
broccoli, it has to be fake cream, not real cream.
Oh yes, thick, creamy cream.
Hey guys, okay, so slight change of kind of tempo. I gave up milk some time ago. Okay.
Good. Now you get gas.
So, yes, that's true. But also, so I gave it up. But I said to myself, I'm not going to be fascist about it. If I really fancy a grilled cheese sandwich, I'll have one. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other day I did, and my brain felt like instead of blood flowing around, which you don't normally feel, it felt like it was glue flowing around. It was really weird, a brain feeling. Brain feelings aren't supposed to happen, You're not supposed to have brain feelings. But yeah,
what happened?
It was like my brain, my thoughts, I had a feeling in my brain, like a glue feeling. Like instead of like the liquid was more viscous.
You got
After
gobbled up.
Say again?
The cheese gobsmacked.
Wait, hold on, man. Keep explaining this. Keep explaining.
Yeah. So after having had no milk for a period of time, I decided I was going to have a cheese sandwich. So I did. And after having the cheese sandwich, I had what's kind of similar to like a sugar rush, but it wasn't a sugar rush. It was because a sugar rush is followed by a sugar dip, which is really nice. This was not that. This was like a weird, gloopy thinking feeling. It was a feeling, and you don't normally have feelings in your brain. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Cheese. I've quit salt, table salt, white salt for years. When I was like fucking 21 years old, I was like, oh, that shit's all evil and not natural. And I stopped drinking Pepsi and Coke and all pops and salts, table salts. Certain cheeses. And I dated a woman, only the one woman who actually made me a vegetarian. And so it's like, it's interesting how like I stopped eating meat and I would eat fish. And I know that you're like, well, you didn't. Well, I'm like, all right, well, I eat fish once a month. Okay. You stop drinking milk, like you said, Antonio. And, you stop drinking milk and you're like, all of a sudden, and that's the cheese, that's the dairy. And then when you go back to it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
This shit makes me like sleepy and loopy and fucking.
Yeah. And it makes
So
it,
yeah,
and you
go
think-
go into that again.
I had
And
a
this-
similar thing like that too, because I stopped eating meat. Like, not even really trying, I just did. I just like lost the taste for it. And I just stopped craving it, and I don't know, my appetite completely changed. But
Yeah.
I started eating, mostly vegan, but I eat eggs. Like, I buy like organic eggs or eggs from the farmers.
Oh yeah, that's my diet. Organic fucking cage-free eggs. Keep going, Gary.
Yeah, I love eggs. And I really was cutting back on cheese too, but then I had like what you did, Antonio. I made myself like a big old grilled cheese sandwich with sourdough bread, and it was really good. And then afterwards I was all, I just felt all like blah. Just
yeah, you know what I mean? There's a feeling that goes with it, it's like a moo feeling,
It's
What do
like,
you think? That's why they make that sound, those creatures, it
hold
is
on.
like
Here's something that always fucking resonated with me. When I was just starting to read Robert Anton Wilson nonstop in about 2013, maybe a little bit before that, but and I was dating this girl who would love quinoa. I couldn't even pronounce the word quinoa, and
quinoa. I love quinoa.
Yeah,
the
and
fucking beans, and we were fucking squash and sweet potatoes, and she's the first person that made me a vegetarian, and I was enjoying making meals with her and putting all these spices together and shit, and eating and fucking blasting each other and having each other's minds and each other physically, having a great time. She's one of my true loves. And now what you're saying now? Well, Antonio, what were you talking about? It's like
the feeling.
Robert Anton Wilson. Reading his books at the same time, he said that he became a vegetarian for over a year, almost 3 years, and then he realized the utter futility of it, and how it's like there becomes a cult in that, and then he's like I've been a vegan, I've been a vegetarian for years now, and what has it done? And he's like, if you want to eat meat, go eat meat. If you want to be a vegan, be a vegan. Do it. That's where I stand. So it's like I've never been a vegan, but I've been a vegetarian, and for a year. That's the most I've gotten, and so that's it. I'm not going to claim to be something I'm not. I've never been a vegan. Been a vegetarian for a year, but I've read about other people's accounts on doing it for years. So keep Antonio.
Different bodies are suited to different things, and different bodies throughout their life are suited to different things individually. So like Karen just kind of went off meat. I just went off milk, like for no good reason. There was no good reason, and I just like no milk. So I stopped having milk, and then when I had some dairies, yeah.
When I was a child, I did not like meat, and my parents would get upset with me. You have to finish your dinner. And when I become a parent, if my daughter wanted seconds green beans and she didn't want to eat meat, well, you can have as many green beans as you want. You know what I mean? It's like, because I remember how it felt. That stuff made me gag, like trying to chew it. I would like gag. I didn't.
Do you know what I did with my girls? Because we were brought up where you had to eat your food, Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay, but you have a plate of food that you don't want. I went to a school in Spain, a freaking Jesuit school, where you had to clean your plate. You had to eat everything, and they would give us every fucking Thursday liver, and I detest. I can't stomach liver. My father couldn't stomach liver. It's just like, fucking every time, flinging it out the window, throwing it in the bin, all kinds of stuff. But sometimes they would.
Yeah, that's I didn't like liver either. First time I tried, I was like, no, I don't want that.
trouble. They left me sitting at the table because I wouldn't finish. So this left me, and I took the meat and I put it in the disposer in the sink disposer.
Yeah, that's gross. I didn't like that.
I got in trouble for it, you know.
Yeah, me too. Every Thursday it happened, you know. So eventually my father had to go down and say to them, no more freaking liver for them. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, shit, what was the point? Should I have a joint?
Should I have a joint?
I'm thinking I might have a joint.
Maybe
yeah,
the point was
wait. I'll lose it. Shit, I've lost it. No, wait.
Damn it. No. Was it about vegetarianism, veganism? What was it about?
Yes, about teaching children about eating. Yeah. So because of how I was brought up, I thought, okay, I'm not going to bring my children up like that, but I want them to be curious enough and adventurous enough to try things that they might not like the look of. Okay. So I said to them, and I've done this with all the children in my family, because I love cooking, and at some point I've had all of them eating here or wherever I've been living. I said, look, this is such and such a thing. It's really nice, but you might not like it. So all you have to do, if you don't like it, and this is when they're like 5, yeah? All you have to do if you don't like it is you take a scoop, or you cut a piece, you put it in your mouth, you taste it, and if you don't like it, then what you do is you go, bleh, and you spit it out. Okay, and they thought, oh man, that's fun.
A lot.
And because I made that fun, they've never done it. There has never been anything I've given them that they thought, oh God, I don't like this.
Like my dad stabbed me in the hand with a fork because I've done that before.
Yeah, well, I said to them, that's what you do. And I've had all their school friends and stuff. And I said to all of them, you know, because you don't know who's going to like what. If you don't like it in this house, what you do is you don't swallow it, or you have to go there. Like,
go in the back, be like, oh, it's good. I just have to excuse myself. I want to go to the bathroom real quick. And then go in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, but God, it's torture making people eat things they don't want to eat.
I know, it's absolutely disgusting. It makes me sick. That's what I said to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I don't like corn and lettuce and all these things, these crunchy vegetables. It makes me, these cucumbers, makes me sick. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna eat something that I don't like. And it's just funny.
Yeah.
But now you like them, don't you?
I like tomatoes now. I like I can eat corn now. What else? There's a lot of vegetables that I couldn't eat as a kid, but I love them. Onions. I can eat onions now, as long as they're cooked. I don't want those crispy onions. I want cooked onions. Cooked onions are delicious.
Hey, do you want to know how you can tell whether the tomato you're holding in your hand is natural or not?
Yes.
Yep.
If you smell it and you think, oh my God, this smells delicious, it's natural.
Well,
so if you smell it and it doesn't smell like anything, it's fucking it's synthetic.
If you smell it and you go, oh shit, I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I've smelled that natural tomato smell. Like, oh, that's a tomato.
Yeah, yeah.
like go in the backyard and you pick one, and if it's not done all the way, just leave it in the windowsill. If it's not a real tomato and you leave it in the windowsill, it'll instantly turn to like rotted juice. But a real tomato will get like
ripened.
Good, yeah. Oh man, the tomatoes were in season. I was eating tomato sandwiches like you won't believe.
Yum. I love tomatoes.
Yeah, just a tomato cut in half with olive oil and salt, good salt. It's like, yeah. Oh, hello.
Miss Tesla's apple. Dan, do you know you swear a little bit? Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Hey,
Twitwit. Hey, Twitwit has joined, everybody.
Twitwit.
Hello.
Is that Twitwit? Or is it somebody else pretending to be Twitwit?
No, it's Twitwit. She says
Hey.
hello. I don't like that word hello. I actually stopped. I started to tell people to stop saying hello to me. That's how different I am. Like if you
Wait,
say hello to me,
Wait.
I'll tell you to never say hello to me ever again.
Yeah, there you go.
Think of a new word. Say
Oh.
salutations,
Oh, yeah.
greetings, hi, how are you? How are you feeling today so far?
How's this
See,
one?
I will literally unbrainwash you just by talking to me for a few sentences, face to face. I actually met Kyle McDonald, a red paperclip guy, recently, and it was cool to talk to a fellow flat earther and a very mainstream one who has millions of views on his YouTube and his TED Talks for the red paperclip, and he's still doing speeches and he was wearing me out. I mean, normally I wear people out, and he was saying things that I have no idea what he the fuck was talking about, and I had to go, all right, what? What does that mean? And I did the same thing to him, but still, it was very inviting. Loved it, and it was cool to meet people face to face and to eat and drink with them. And it's nice. That's very nice. I really like that.
Okay, so pop quiz. Where does hello come from? What made it?
What?
Where does hello come from? What made it something that's in normal speech? Because it didn't used to be.
Telephone.
Yes, it didn't used to be. It used to be an expression of surprise, which would be like, oh, hello, what's this? Yep. So when the telephone started, they were playing with how to use it. What do? Do you answer and go, what? What do you do? So they thought of using ahoy for a while, but eventually they changed it. Yeah.
Ahoy there, matey.
Yeah. So that's it. And it's surprise. So it's like, what's this? That's what you do.
You get my answering machine. The greeting is Privyet.
Privyet.
I don't know. Call me superstitious, but I don't want people casting curses on me every time I fucking talk to them. Hello. Curses to yourself. I mean, I'm not a very superstitious person. Maybe a little bit. I knock on wood here and there. Actually, once a week at least. And,
I can just picture you going shopping. Somebody who knows you going, "Hey, Dan, hello, man. How you doing?" And you go, "Don't you ever say that to me again." I'm walking off. Okay.
Don't you ever? No, it's just I say it myself. Like when I say hello to other people, I'm like, oh, it's a habit. It's been ingrained into me. It's not my words. That's why it's like hello. I'm like, no. That's why I say hi.
If you
I'm usually hi when I'm saying hi.
If you try to use your words, then you end up in a world where people just don't know what you're saying.
Aloha, greetings.
Aloha is cool. Yeah.
I like aloha. That's a little different. Aloha. I'll be like, what? What's hello in Spanish?
Hola.
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 You know what?
Hola.
I'm gonna start saying hola from now on. I'm gonna say hola from now on.
You know, in Italy, you know how they answer the phone in Italy?
How?
They say pronto.
Pronto.
Pronto?
Wow.
Pronto.
Oh my god, I love that. Love pronto. Pronto. What? It means hello. Hurry up. God damn it. I said hello. See what I mean? Aloha. What's the other one? What's the Spanish one?
Hola.
Man, I'm gonna pour another drink and I'll be all right.
Hola, amigo.
Hola, señorita. Hola, señora. I'm learning Russian. With a pincer system. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Russian is so cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Although it can be a little repetitive.
Yeah.
So it's
Prosciutto. Damn it! What is it? Excuse me. It's prosciutto. Prosciutto. I forget. But yeah, there's like prosh in in the same expression.
Antonio,
Yeah.
do you know of any techniques on how to deliver a very large file to you?
Yes. Ace McLeod did it just recently.
Like very large, like in every language in the world, Rosetta Stone type of language learning type of device. If you'd like to have that for free,
Yes, I
which
would.
normally costs hundreds of dollars.
I
I
would
can get it to you
definitely.
for free.
Karen, are you there?
Yes.
What's the file share for large files? I've forgotten what it is.
There's WeTransfer and WeSendIt.com. Either one you can send the files with.
There was another one that.
My computer has every language of Rosetta Stone built into it.
Damn it! I just cleared my history. Ace McLeod sent me a link to a series of videos that he'd recorded on a really high quality camera. So they were huge, even though they were half an hour long. They were, large files. Was it WeTransfer? Damn it! I forget.
What did he record?
Bob, ODD, is it Richie from Boston? Camille Odell.
Oh, at that meetup that they did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So and that. Come on, brain. Remember what it said in the address bar. It was probably WeTransfer. Huh.
Yeah, WeTransfer or WeSendIt. Either way, you can.
I'm gonna pour a drink. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
Russian is cool. Sorry.
Yeah,
Karen.
I want to learn. I need to learn Spanish.
So, get on with it.
I am, but I'm doing so many things at one time. It's like I forget the things that I want to be doing because I start getting distracted by all the other stuff I'm doing.
Well, if what you're doing is at all manual, or physical, then put it on, and go along with it.
Read the labels on everything in Spanish.
Yeah, I have some books. I have an everything Spanish book, and I have apps that I downloaded on my phone that teach you different languages. And
it's easier. It's much easier to learn the spoken language and then the grammar for writing than the other way around.
Yeah.
Even though there are people who can teach themselves from books.
Yeah, I wish I could just go live somewhere where everybody speaks Spanish, and then I would learn it. Because it's like when I went to Italy, I was there for 3 weeks, and at the end of the 3 weeks, I was like, I could hear people just talking, and I'd know what they were talking about just after 3 weeks, and just being totally immersed in it, and having to talk to them.
Yeah,
that's the best way to learn, is to go there and like be totally immersed in it.
Well, in the summer,
my family is Russian, so that that's what everything was spoke at home, and. So English was kind of secondary to me. And now I don't have anyone to communicate with, so
Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey, you can communicate with, or Sub Johnny.
Sub Johnny, yeah.
Karen, what I would do if I were you is in the summer, when the kids are on a break from school, just go to Mexico and stay there for a while.
Yeah, that would be nice.
If you can afford to do it, just do it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then the kids will get to play with it too. Hey, Wes.
Now you guys are going to make me not want to go to work.
Well, okay then. Quit your job and slack off.
Yeah, I'm doing extra overtime today.
Oh.
So that's like time and a half. You know, this morning I was ready to leave, and one of the women from HR stopped by and kind of said to me, I hear you're looking to come on with us full time, because I'm a temp, right? I work for a temp agency. And I told one of the bosses that, can you get the temp agency to give me a raise, or maybe you guys can hire me full time? Assuming that getting full time with the company, I would be making more money. I make $11 an hour at the temp agency. She comes over, offers me a position there for full time. I go in there, go through some of the paperwork, not signing anything. I want to know, before I sign anything, how much do I make? She pulls out her scale, 50 cents less than what I make now. And I had to turn it down. I totally told her straight out the reasons. It's like, I might as well stay as a temp. I mean, that
But
it
you
was,
know, okay.
it was insulting.
Yeah, but listen, Wes, okay, they pay the temping agency. If you get $11, then they're
Yeah,
paying
they
the temping
double.
agency probably 16 or 18.
That's right.
So just say, look, dude, I'm happy to do this. Just cut out them, but give me 3 more. So make it $14. You're saving yourself $2. You know,
I'd be happy
between us.
with 13, you know?
Negotiate. People have forgotten about negotiating. We just assume that, you know,
This-
oh, well, the policy says this. Like, well, fuck the policy. The policy's for you, well, not for me.
So this is what I did. After I walked out of her office, the second shift supervisor, who was trying to get me full time like 3-4 months ago, he like does this as he sees me walk by. He puts his fist up, like, bump my fist, congratulations, right? Because he knew what was happening. And I'm like, put my hand up, and I said, nope. I turned him down flat. They were trying to give me 50 cents less an hour. He went, what? He was shocked, totally shocked. He's like, you know what? We'll see what we'll see what I can do. I said, I hope so, because I'm not going to go full time unless I'm getting equal pay or more. And we talked about $13, $14 an hour months prior. So I don't know if it's going to do any good.
Well, that story went a lot better than I was thinking, because when you said that you left the office, I thought you were going to say I left the office and I set her car on fire. You know,
yeah.
Which is just kind of likely to get you fired.
No. I didn't. No, nothing like that.
Good.
No, they want me to. I mean, I've been there for 9 months as a temp. Probably the longest any temp has put up with this guy on third shift, because nobody wants to work with him. He's very difficult to work. He's kind of an asshole like me. So we get along great.
Right. Well, there you go. Hey, Dan, I've put a link to WeTransfer here in the Hangout.
All right, what's that?
For large files.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
By the way, hi Dan.
What's up,
Haven't
bro?
seen you for a while.
Things get a little easier once you understand.
There you go. I was really teasing Dan the other day when he was on. And he was doing his little breathing and everything, and I'm like, oh, give me a break. He's out of weed. He's just trying to get high naturally.
You know what? You might be right, dude. I've been out of weed for a while now, and maybe I'm trying to tap into that shit. You could be right there.
You keep breathing in.
But dude, I'm not joking around, dude. I'm not joking around. Like, I like when I was at Esalen, my mouth, like I'm gonna tell the second half of that story. I told the first half, and when I tell the second half, it'll explain everything that I was talking about in that little 2 of 4 step thing real quickly. It was like my mouth was like, ugh, it felt like I was sucking on lemons. I was like, I couldn't. I'm like, you saw, like, did you see how I couldn't speak or talk? Like, I was talking differently. Like, literally, it was weird. But now that I'm slowly beginning to understand that that's repressed emotions and feelings, and I didn't understand. Like I was trying to make my breathing normal when I was at Esalen. I was trying to pretend like my breathing was normal and everything was okay. But that biochemistry, bioenergy of fakeness, of unnaturalness at Esalen instantly turned it around and made it into chaotic meditation, a dynamic meditation, and it was natural. So even though I was trying to control my breathing and to be in control of my feelings and my breathing around all these different feelings and strangers and energies and environment, that place naturally shifted me into a place of chaotic breathing. And I didn't understand it then. But that's what was happening. Now, when I do it consciously, on where you can watch me do the chaotic breathing consciously on purpose in front of you and feeling the exact same way that I did at Esalen. But when I was at Esalen, I didn't know what it was because I hadn't read up on it. But now that I know what it is, it's simply that place is a natural. That's natural there. That's a natural default base state there.
Have you ever
and
busted out laughing while doing chaotic breathing? Just started laughing just because your diaphragm just makes you laugh?
Yeah, and laughing is a good sign. That's a very good sign. Like just bursting into laughter, and the laughter makes you cry, and the laughter is, and the crying is like, holy shit! I'm just laughing so much that I got tears coming out of my eyes, and it's a good thing. And you know, you'll be telling a story, and you feel the emotions and the feelings. I'm not saying emotions or feelings are bad, but when these emotions and feelings are coming through you, and the tears are coming down, and your thoughts are mixing in with your feelings, and your thoughts are judging your feelings, like, oh, like these people are going to judge me because like tears, and I'm showing vulnerability and authenticness, and your thoughts, your demon or your ego is fighting with your authenticity. And so now it's like, come on guys, like bring your thoughts and your mind and your body and your feelings, and you can I used to think like, oh, the fear is one thing and the love is another, and they're like this is fear and that's love. And I was totally stuck on the fear and love duality for years and years. And now I'm a non-dualist. Now I'm totally above like you people who believe in heaven and hell and devil and Satan and yin and yang. And now I'm a non-dualist. So now everything's a unity. But I've been doing that for fucking 3 to 4 years, and that's not how it works. And you come back to the same exact spots that you were when you were a fucking dualist. I thought you were a non-dualist, you fucking lying fake. And you come back to the same point you were when you were a dualist 3 or 4 years ago, when you were I don't knowist, I don't knowist. I mean, I've been trying to figure this cosmology out for a while, and so I'm just trying to speed it all up, let everyone know where I'm coming from, and that's all. I'm letting you know my agenda. That's my agenda.
Breathe, Dan. Breathe. Okay. You're setting me up for a really good bill earlier. I was going to say, anybody who wants to get lightheaded, go back and watch that video.
Which one's that?
The one when you were breathing.
So you actually felt some physiological changes there.
I did. And I was just watching you making jokes in the comments.
Yeah, I commented.
He goes, dude, he's like, I think I'm feeling sympathy or something because I'm starting to hyperventilate or something like that. And
yeah,
it's true.
Wow.
Dan,
I'm glad that other people can, like, I'm not the only one feeling electricity and tingles and breathing strangely. My mouth is tight. And I'm like, literally tears are coming out of my eyes, and Fucking like.
See,
I'm just showing you what it's like. This is what I do on a regular basis. I don't know what the fuck you guys do, but if you get used to it, things change.
You know, guys like me and Antonio, we try to breathe like you did, we'd pass out because we're smokers. I mean, he was taking some long ass breaths. I'm like, dude, I can't even come close.
Yeah, but you know, I had my oxygen tested some years ago when I used to look after disabled people. Some of them would have an oxygen meter that goes on the finger that counts the oxygen through the nail.
I have one.
Yeah, so I tested mine. It was better than the guys whose child this was. Mine was 98% oxygen. You know, it's like, dude, I'm a smoker. They weren't smokers, and theirs was like 94. You know, it's like
That's normal.
because I'm thoroughbred. That's why.
Well, unfortunately, guys, I have to go to work. I'm getting 2 extra hours in every night. That's like $16.50 an hour for overtime, so I can make like $200 in 1
Are you
week.
going? You getting out of here?
Yeah, so I gotta fly.
All right, man. Fucking go make some money real quick. Slack off, and I'll talk to you fucking soon, Wesley.
Hey, maybe I'll go ahead and jump on my phone while I drive to work.
All right, just make sure you fucking mute yourself, and when you come in.
Breathe and breathe. Okay. All right, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Love you, Wesley. Peace out, brother.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later.
Karen, speak your goddamn mind.
What's up?
I saw you thinking there. You're about to say something.
Well, I was gonna say bye to Wesley, but then he already hung up. I was too slow.
Yeah, you know, it's a good world. I think about that often, being ungrateful son of a bitch, and how family and friends are important. And I've been reaching out. Actually, I called up Esalen Institute today, and I talked to the gatekeepers there, and because they're hiring. If you want to work there, go ahead and apply. And if you want to live at Esalen, they're hiring. Go apply. You heard it from me. And that's true news, not fake news. And I talked to her for a good while today, and I learned some inner secrets. And she put me on hold for a minute. She's like, sorry, everything that you're saying is awesome. I have guests in front of me right now, and I'll be right back. And she came back within a minute, and she goes, okay, keep. And I'm like, and I have all these different qualities and values and morals and features and philosophies and traditions and different conflicting views and scientific patheticness all rampant. And she's like, wow, that's all. You can garden and you can work. You can lift things and stones, and you can work technology and all of these different things in such a different way. But you have to apply. You have to apply it. You have to actually fill out the details. And so do it. If you want to go do these things, be a gonzo journalist and do it. I've been working on it myself. And she's like, it's very good to know that you've actually been here, because it makes you actually, you're different. If you've actually done it, it makes you different than someone who hasn't. You see how that works? She's like, yes. And I told her that immediately. I'm like, I've actually been there and lived there for a week, and I'm in the files. If you look me up, and yep, yep. And so it's funny. It's very.
So do you think you could go there and do what you do now, but be there and doing their stuff too?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
No, they're very unbelievably, dude. Antonio, these gatekeepers make Joe Rogan look like a stupid, pathetic dummy.
All right.
Like
Joe
Rogan thinks
you could say to them, you've got my details on record. You fill out the application form. You know, it's for you guys, so you fill it out.
I have to, all I have to do, honestly, is stop being a lazy idiot. I have my resume on
No,
a
no,
piece
no,
of
no.
paper right here,
Dan,
within
let me
5
just-
feet.
Let me stop you there.
What?
What you have to do is switch on your light in your room. Watch this, people.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
It's moderately better.
So, hold on. Go a little bit better, but all I have to do is scan my. All I have to do is scan my resume and then send them my resume, because my resume is badass. It's like 2 years old, but it's still fucking a very good resume. So I'll just have to show them my resume, and then apply at all the different different things that they want, because they want you to be a cook, a bartender, a technology expert, a gatekeeper, literally at the gate, a security guard for the gatekeeper, in the garden with technology, doing yoga, doing therapy, doing art, doing writing, doing couples therapy, sculpture, like pottery, all these different things combined, photography, everything. It's endless.
How do you feel like, I mean, going there after finding out and, you know, going through what you've gone through the last couple of years independently and, you know, gaining so much more knowledge at such a rapid speed? And would it be kind of like, you know, like going off an escalator onto the floor, or you know?
Oh well, no, I've been totally freaked out, and sometimes, you know, I'm like, man, what if like the same shit happens to me that I went there the first time, where I thought I was going through some sort of like extraterrestrial intelligence test, and like I was about to be murdered, and I got drugged by the people that lived there. And like, what if it all happens again? And what if, like, yeah, of course I thought about that. But you got to face your fears, as Jim Morrison says, and break out through to the other side. And you got to. I'm not done. I'm only 32 years old, and I'm going to go back there. And this time, I'm going to document it. Last time, I took some pictures. I took pictures while I was there, and it wasn't much. Like, I have pictures all around the whole entire 100-acre. It's only about 100 acres. It's not. Wait, it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe it's like 12 acres. Maybe it's literally. It's not even that big. It's about 12 acres long. 100 acres. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is 112 acres, or maybe it's 12 acres. It's not big. I can walk from one end to the other of Esalen in about 25 minutes. So literally about a mile. Not even. And that's going slow, taking my time and seeing the fish and the whales and the seals, people, and doing all sorts of weird things in the gardens. And it's a different place where strange happenings happen. Terrence McKenna met a jackalope there with his daughter. You know what a jackalope is, Antonio?
What?
No.
It's
No.
a
Jackrabbit with antlers is what it is. It's a mythical
It's a
creature.
mythological creature. And of course, Karen knows, because she's a legend. And so
not a mythical.
So, like, I have these weird, crazy stories that happen to me that I will get into on my Esalen Part 2 story. The Esalen Part 1 story was boring and pathetic. I was just filling in the context of the people that I looked up to and why I wanted to go there. And the first day that I was there, clueless and with swimming trunks on and with a big headlight and pissing everyone off in the salt baths, looking all around. Hey, what's going on? Everyone, turn your light off, you idiot! What the hell are you doing? And everyone, I'm like, Jesus! Everyone hates me immediately, and no one wants to sit with me or talk with me. And yeah, it's because it's my first time there, and I'm a clueless idiot. So but Terrence, these people, Alan Watts, Tim Leary, all these people, Hunter S. Thompson, Robert Anton Wilson, Ram Dass, the Beatles, Oprah, all these people have lived there and done their own thing. And Terrence McKenna, he said he was walking one. He said that Esalen Institute is in a place of it's in a different dimension. It's like it's a bubble where weird, strange happenings happen in this tiny little place. And he said that he was with his daughter walking with her in the morning, and on the path, and suddenly a jackalope appeared in the path. A bunny with reindeer with antlers came, and he was like, "It's Terrence McKenna. He knows what a fucking jackalope is." And Terrence McKenna's like, and he held his daughter back, and his daughter was like, looking up at him like, what is this? And then suddenly it was a baby jackalope too, not a full grown. It was a baby jackalope, like little antlers. And then suddenly there was a little man, barely 3 foot or 2 foot tall man with a net trying to catch the baby jackalope. And the man looked at Terrence and his daughter like what are you doing here? And Terrence immediately recognized that, and he said, "Let's go, honey." And he turned her around and walked away. And he thought, I don't want to. And so to this day, his daughter is still alive, and his son is still alive, Finn McKenna, and I forgot his daughter's name, but I will meet Finn and his daughter, and I will talk to them all. And so he said the only alternative theory could be that somebody was playing a prank, and that they taped antlers on the baby bunny's head, and that somehow they hired a little man with a net behind him. And that could be the only logical explanation, as a prank to further the jackalope theory. I actually believe and think that jackalopes and the Bigfoots and the self-transforming machine elves and the goddess entity actually do exist, because I've met more than 50% of the things that I just said. So
can I ask you a question? When did somebody find that land and find that it was mysterious and establish something there?
That was going on in like the 1940s.
Okay.
And especially in the 50s, when they were building it up and they didn't have a name for it. It was just a place for all these misfits and outcasts to go to for refuge, especially if they were hunted by the police, like Hunter S. Thompson and Aldous Huxley probably, and Tim Leary, and all of these other people who, it's like a sanctuary for misfits. And gay people too. There was giant gay orgies, like 40 or 50 gay people just banging the fuck out of each other in the brothels, in the baths. And so yeah, it was a big. And then Hunter S. Thompson actually was hired as a gatekeeper, and he was shooting at those gay people who were banging in the brothels and saying, this is not what this place is going to turn into. And so Hunter S. Thompson was hired as a gatekeeper to shoot away the gay people from banging in giant orgies, and then he was almost killed by because the gay people were going to throw him off the 100-foot cliff that I was about to get thrown off of, the same cliff. And it was very interesting reading about that so Hunter S. Thompson was about to be killed in the same way that I was about to be killed.
It's almost as if the gay people didn't like being shot at.
Well, yeah, they didn't like being shot at because they were having 50 people orgies, and guess what? Other people want to go down there and indulge and enjoy the baths, and not see 50 gay people banging all around them. It's not a
Yeah.
very family-friendly environment.
Yeah.
And
You know, no.
Wisconsin was known for
So yeah,
What do the Native Americans say about that land?
Esalen Institute is 5,000-year-old Native American land where the Esalen Indians were farming and gardening and living there 5,000 years ago.
So where are they
And
now?
they're gone. Now you have white people telling the story of the Esalen Indians 5,000 years ago.
Do you think that the Indians, after living there for some time, eventually said, fuck this. This place is creepy. You know, we've tried, but you know.
I have my own theories where the Indians went. They went underground and upground. Underground meaning the caves, and upground meaning the mountains. And now they live in the caves and the mountains, and they're literally holding this pathetic reality apart because holding this reality together because of all these pathetic brain and spiritually and soulless zombies that are walking dead. And so we have these selfless bodhisattvas living in the caves 10,000 feet below the surface of the plane, and you have these bodhisattvas living 15,000 feet in the Himalayas, living in the caves in darkness that are glowing like a plant, photophosphorant and soluminescent, that are glowing in the dark and floating in 6 feet above ground, that are totally keeping this reality together, and nobody even knows who these people are, but some do.
Well, let's hope they're all right. This reality is so accurate.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Served some fresh pizza here. Yeah, totally Illuminati confirmed. Look,
It's a triangle.
Covering his right eye, definitely. Karen will be right back.
Oh God.
I muted for a few because I made a couple of tomato sandwiches. I couldn't help it.
Hey, George from Serbia passed me the name of an author called Patrick Rothfuss, fantasy writer.
What's up?
Never heard of him, so I look him up, and it's like 20-hour-long audio books on YouTube. Hey, dude. Yeah.
What's his name?
Patrick Rothfuss. So ROTHFUSS. Yeah. It's like, wow, what a prolific writer.
Yo, Arwen, you want to join?
If Arwen joins, I'm leaving because I'm the minister of the Church of Ultimate Truth, and I would rather listen to this book.
Arwen, I see you chilling in the chat room. If you want to join, Arwen, I'm in the mood for some Arwen right now.
Cool.
I know. I think Felix has she's not a fan of Arwen. Sorry to call you.
No,
Sorry
when
to
he
do
goes
that, but
says that he doesn't even know what the heck he's talking about, and he's telling
let's address let's address this bullshit.
He banned. I
'Cause,
banned.
you know,
him, but
I'm sick of people
I wasn't
fucking.
even there. I wasn't even there to ban somebody, and he said I banned somebody. And I said,
That's the thing, Felix. Isn't that weird how you were accused of banning someone and you didn't, and then I was accused of banning someone and I didn't. Just like Jokerfish banned me or
It's
accused
a
me of,
dirty
and I
trick.
didn't.
It's a dirty trick. It's an old dirty trick that the troll teams used to play, where they
Right.
would eventually get a friend to receive a wrench, and then eventually somebody would get banned and they wouldn't know who, and eventually somebody would tell them, oh, you got banned by such and such a body, and then it wasn't that
Yeah,
person.
so
Just to cause
I've been saying
confusion.
for months now that Bill Hicks Jr. is PMARS.
It is.
And I've been saying that for months, from immediately that the inception of that character. And how you have my friends who back trolls and they get rid of known friends. So
Yeah,
you
it's quite upsetting. It's quite upsetting. And for somebody to say, well, if I was there, I have a wrench and I know who did what. So if I'm not there, I can't account for anything. So that means I didn't do it. And I know Dan didn't do it because I trust what Dan says. If Dan says, I didn't do it, and he gets vehemently upset and says,
yeah, but wait,
I don't like liars.
wait, guys, wait. What this means is a troll has a wrench. And that wrench, that channel that's allocated that wrench, they can just change their name and their avatar. It's still the channel that has the wrench. So they call themselves Felix or Dan or whomever, ban, and get you a reputation as being somebody that just bans indiscriminately or whatever. We're talking dirty tactics, guys.
Mm-hmm. So when people don't know what the heck they're talking about, I think they should just stay out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's the one that's doing it, which I highly doubt.
Arwen, if you want a link, just fucking message me on Skype. If you have a Skype, message me on Skype. You know, message if you want. You know, if you want to. God damn it! You know what? I'll put the link out there for a fucking second.
You know, I am capable of taking screenshots.
Look, there you go, Arwen. Join the link if you want to join. There it is.
Delete it, Daniel, unless you want all the other guys to come in. And
there you go. Come on, everybody, join in. You can join it. You can all join it.
Oh,
so
shit.
You see, you are a natural for the Church of Ultimate Truth. Karen, I just got the freakiest message from Zach.
What did it say?
I'll type it in here. We'll keep this in quiet. Right. So
I'm gonna pour myself a drink. I'll be back in a sec.
Grab me one. I have to go to the doctor at 9 in the morning. Ugh.
yeah, there you go. I hope I wrote it properly. Yeah, like totally out of the blue. It's like, is this a joke? Is it one of those people that used to be different people? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
When did he send that?
Today.
That's funny.
Yeah. And I'm like, give me this. You know, what are you telling me?
Who was it?
Okay, let me go back. God, this must be riveting for the people watching. Okay. No idea what prompted it, and I'm thinking that. Okay, so here's the link. I'm going to go and make a drink. If I come back and Arwen is here, my spirits are going to plummet. But hey, it might be lots of fun. Lots of silence. What are you doing, Karen?
I'm
You're-
looking at that thing you sent.
Yeah, you're watching and you're going, You're doing that too, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know he has a thing for the transvestigation, right?
Yes, he does. Oh, he cracks me up.
He
Right.
finds that fascinating.
I'm not saying anything else. I'm going to make a drink. I'll be back shortly.
Alrighty. So what's going on, Felix? Did Felix leave too?
I was muted.
Oh, I was like, I'm all alone.
No.
No.
I'm just hanging out. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I hate going to the doctor's, but this is necessary because it's very strange. So, just to say, I wish you the best, and I'll leave it at that.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hi, Felix.
How are you?
Yeah, doing great.
Good. I hope we just had a misunderstanding there.
I guess. Yeah, I just, I don't really think about these things too deeply, like how it would have technically worked. But I just saw this in the notification, like this person was blocked by, and I saw your name, and I thought, yeah, I don't know what really happened. I wasn't really following what was going on too much. So sorry if it wasn't really you.
Well, it was something that tied over from something else,
What?
So it's something that happened on another channel, another hangout at another time where I wasn't there. So
Which one?
I rather not say, but the whole thing is that when you type what you typed, that
Was it in Dan's hangout here?
yes.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
well,
know if the actual initial problem between the two people occurred where. Okay, because I was not there. So
okay. Well, at Dan's, I sometimes go a little bit
I
overboard.
time people out when they're obnoxious. And if I know it's a known sock created in someone else's name, well, I might be in that too. I'll wrench it because there are people that fake other people. You know what I mean? And they be in the presence of
Hey, Dan.
people who are playing, nice.
I'm having trouble finding my glass. I'll be back in about 1 or 2.5 minutes. I can't find my glass. I'll be right back.
That's the universe giving you a message.
Uh-huh.
What is that message?
Don't find your glass.
Just drink it straight up.
Maybe it's saying you better find the glass quicker.
Just think about the last time you took a sip of that glass. What's the last thing you were looking at when you took a sip of your glass?
I think a bowl of cheese.
And it's always the last place you look. That's where you find it.
That's right. That's right.
Isn't it strange how audiobooks are so much more shit than actual real books? Or is that just me?
That audiobooks are what?
Crap compared to like reading the story.
Yeah.
Much prefer reading.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the person reading that doesn't do as good a job as you could possibly read to yourself. You know, they do run out in sentences, or I don't know.
I've heard a couple of good ones, but it
Timber
really
of the
depends
void.
on who's reading it out loud.
The
Yeah.
best one I've listened to was Scanner Darkly. That was like really good to listen to, you know. And then I read the book, and because I listened to it already, I was hearing everything the way I was reading in the voice of how it had been read, you know. But usually it's lacking. Yeah, Karen, I'm confused by that, I have to say.
Confused by what?
The message.
Oh, Zach's
because-
being a booger. That's all.
Yeah, but it's just a smile. It's not a wink. It's oh, I think he gave it away. He used the wrong gender. If it's a female, it's una. If it's male, it's un.
Oh,
And he wrote un.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Dan's
I don't
having a
know.
lot of
It's hard to
trouble
tell
finding
just from a headshot.
Yeah. Oh, did he not go in and look at the pictures?
Yeah, I mean, they're all headshots.
Yeah. That's what's making me think, no waist. Or no hips. Anyway, forget it.
Looks like it could be too much.
What's up with you, baby girl? It's Timmy Osmond. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Quite nice. I actually saw a picture of you that was very, very nice the other day.
Oh, why, thank you.
Was that actually you?
Where?
Okay, then probably not. I think there was some photoshopped stuff going on. Because they had the same picture of you with Bob's face on it, which will probably haunt me for the rest of my days. But
Bob's face on my face?
yeah, but the body, the body was in some kind of a pond, I guess you could say. And I'm not sure if you've seen that picture. It was quite nice though.
I don't think that was me.
Yeah. The people that were in this hangout had to be removed due to their continuous insolence involving the flat earth sophism Trojan horse meme psyop that was perpetrated by people like Eric Dubé and Mark Sargent in 2014-ish. So we got to protect the children from the flat earth sophists, and that's just what Timmy Osmond does, so have no fear.
I didn't notice anybody talking about that.
You know what? You're probably right, but I wasn't even listening to the conversation. Any conversation that Antonio Subarats is in, because he continues to have false information on his channel
Tim,
continuously. What's up?
I got some evidence that Antonio isn't good for children.
Oh no.
Difference between a 16-year-old pussy and a 6-year-old. There's no difference between a 16-year-old pussy and a 6-year-old pussy.
How would he know that?
I hope, Vincent, that when you put this up, you'll take this part out that I just said.
Oops.
Yeah,
Well, I
can
guess
you believe
yeah.
These
Well, they
people are
call me a
sitting here-
pedophile.
They're sitting here listening to this guy about the flat Earth. He's talking about 16 and 12-year-old pussy. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's no good, man.
It's fucking weird. I wouldn't want to associate with that, but I guess I have now. Damn it.
I wouldn't either. And I
Ah.
think that Big Johnson needs to be removed as well. Yeah. You know, when you give me the platform for 5 minutes, I'm going to take the platform for 5 minutes. So.
Well, Wesley.
Anyway,
He was accusing me of that kind of thing, so not a real shock to see him talking about that. Like, people like to, I guess, project their own issues onto others.
yeah, that's what I wonder about You've Been Exposed, because he's always calling me a pedophile. And I actually made a video last night showing the great extent to which he lies to say that I'm a pedophile, saying that I've contacted his daughter and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
which is absolute lies.
I mean,
Can't believe they listen to people like that.
Yeah, Antonio can just like say that lie. Like, it's so easy for him to lie. It's almost like he's natural at it or talented at lying or something.
Yeah, they call that a compulsive liar. Yeah, they love to do it. And then when you throw in narcissism as well, it's a whole nother bag.
Conversation. I've gotta get going.
Keep it real, girl. Take
Yeah.
care.
See ya, Felix. What the hell happened? I was only gone for what, 20 minutes? What the fuck?
I know, Wesley. We had to remove the people on the panel due to their insolence alone. At least you have a sense of humor about it, you know. Most of these flat earthers don't.
At least man. I had to come back because I heard you started talking about applying somewhere, and I'm like, hey, if it's got a steady paycheck in it, I'm all down for it.
Yeah, dude, you could become a CIA, FBI troll shill with me, and you can work under me, because I guess that's what I am to the conspiracy theorists now that I don't believe in the flat Earth. But yeah, the pay's great. I set my own time. Whenever I feel like trolling the flat Earth, I kind of just pop on, basically.
Men, they jump on me like I was chocolate cake. Yeah.